What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Sports world, y'all know what it is. It's Monday night, late night madness. Y'all already know, man. The fire starter's in the building, about to go on assignment, about to be mobile. But of course, the show still will go on. We'll still rock on. I got my guy down here, right underneath the platform right here. You see him. He is ATL to the fullest. What you know about that? What you know about that? Hey, right? My guy, Ron Thomas in the building. Talk Your West Tuesday in the building.
What's up?
What's good? What's good? Now, on the right side over here, they on the right side of faith this week. We got my guy, DJ Nico Shaw in the building. 716 in the building. What's good, Nico Shaw? We
What's
see
up,
you.
yo?
Looking
What's
like
going
John,
on?
looking like John Cena. Looking like John Cena, the Buffalo version.
He got one more fight left in him. So do the Bills. Let's go, baby.
Right. And we got my guy up here. He is always present. My guy Andy Johnson in the building. What's good, Andy?
What's good?
What's good? What's good? Listen, for those who have not watched Monday Night Late Night Madness, we need y'all to tune in for some great sports talk. Obviously, on the late night tip, we got a new format. We doing things a little differently. Y'all used to us doing the reviews in the beginning of the show, but we decided we're gonna do picks for the next week first before we get into the reviews. And then we got a new segment called the Journalist Column, which I'm gonna need you guys right now in the comment section, if you're joining in right now, to make sure that you put a player or a coach in the comment section, because what we're gonna do is we're gonna act like we're in the press conference and we're gonna come up with questions that we would ask said player or coach if we were in those said press conferences. All right. So just a new segment, fun. Put the coach or player in the comment section. And whoever puts, we'll take obviously it'll be like a vote. And then we'll just go player by player or coach by coach and come up with questions that we would ask. And then you, the viewer, get to grade the question that's asked. All right. So a lot of interaction on this thing. All right. We're going to do it on the ones and twos, but nevertheless, let's get going with obviously the picks. We gotta get to the picks, right? Gotta get to the picks first. And that's
Oh, I'm
exactly
down. I'm down for the picks this week.
we're gonna get to the picks first. Robert Leader, what's up? I see you. What's good, my guy? Let's get to these picks. Week 10 picks coming up. Starting with Thursday nights coming up game Vegas versus Denver. Let's get to it.
Vegas versus Denver.
Yeah.
Oh, snap. Who wants to go first?
I would go with Denver.
Denver
Man.
for sure.
Denver's going to spank that ass.
Okay. I'm definitely going Denver in this one. I like what I see from Denver. I'm gonna be honest with you. I love what I see from Denver. Sean Payton definitely. Yeah, that's funny. Robert Leader already starting. Kelsey,
That
why do
defense,
you put
man, that
lobster butter
defense
on
is
your
going to whip
gloves?
that ass this week.
Yeah, I love what I see from Denver. Denver's defense is pretty good, and they also know how to come back in football games. They also know how to come back. If they get down, they know how to win a football game. They know how to come back and win a football game. That is definitely important. Down the stretch, later on, when games become even more important, it's going to be about who can finish these football games. So Denver Broncos, I'm definitely going with Denver on this one. I like what they're doing, period. Point blank. All right. Next game, Atlanta and the Colts. Coming up, 9:30 game. It's in Germany. Let's see if
I'll
Atlanta
go
can
first.
speak a different language this week.
I'll go the coach for 200, please.
He said the Colts. He's not even going. Dalton, what up? I see you, Desmond. What's good? How about them Seahawks? Yeah, a lot of love and respect for the Seahawks right now. Who we going with? Who you with?
I think
got
Colts bounce back. They take the Falcons. They're going to run all over them up the middle.
Yeah.
I think this is back week. But this is what I will say. Ron Thomas, I don't know why you not checking these folks. You should stay on your pivot when it comes to Drake London. You need to talk about that more.
I will finna get there. I will finna call out Devon Stanfield.
I will say this: Drake London, man, single-handedly won some people some leagues this week because he was a beast yesterday. That
3
motherfucker.
touchdowns.
Every time I looked at the television, I said, "Yeah, London, let's go, let's go." Keep fucking catching those balls. He was catching deep ones too, bombs away.
Whoa there.
Whoa. But judging aside, Devon Stanfield and my boy, the top 5 wide receiver now, Devon Stanfield, and he was on the number 1 corner that left the game.
Drake London was killing it yesterday.
Phenomenal hands when it comes to the football. Melanie, what's good? I see you. He said the Buffalo version. I love it. That's a cool idea. I'm picking Denver, and she picked the Colts as well. All right, so we all picked the Colts. Moving on, we got the Giants and the Bears.
Where they playing at?
Chicago.
Soldier Field.
I got Chicago.
Chicago, 1:00.
I got Chicago.
I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say that Jackson Dart gets it done this week against the Bears. He's gonna go to Chicago and punch them in the mouth, stay competitive in that division. They're looking pretty good this year. They look like shit early, but the Giants have swayed my opinion over the last couple of weeks. So they got some fight in them. They got some dog in their fight right now, and they got Jameis Winston in the back, rah-rahing them up. So, I mean,
Scatterbo injury.
Give me the Giants.
That Scatterbo injury was a downfall, but you know what? I still think they can get it done with Dart's arm.
I like the Giants in this game for their defensive line to put pressure on Caleb. I think he'll fold. The Giants do have a good defensive line.
Yeah,
I got Chicago in this game.
Be honest with you, the Chicago Bears are on a 4-game winning streak.
Mm-hmm.
That ends this week. I'm going with the Giants as well. This is one of those games you can get caught up on. Just like tonight, we watched another team get caught. I told y'all last week, this is that type of game that I could see the Cowboys getting caught on. And sure enough, this is that type of game I could see the Bears getting caught on. I'm going to take the Giants this week as well.
No DeAndre Swift. All they got is Monangai. And they're not going against the Bengals defense. They're going against the Giants defense.
Pretty interesting. Dalton Smith asked, when are the Giants going to fire Brian Dable? I don't think they're going to do any
They're not
firing.
gonna.
Me either.
They're not
Yeah, he
going.
might not go.
He's doing good with what he got. They got a good draft pick. He got the quarterback he wanted. They ain't getting rid of him.
Yeah, he's not going nowhere.
And Malik Neighbors just went down. Jeff Dable just got a free pass. Yeah, Dable just got a free pass for the season when Neighbors went down.
Right.
And Dart's doing really well when they took Russell out. So that basically saved his ass.
And the young man that throw the football, he becoming a nice quarterback.
He's got some legs on him, man. He can run the ball too. He's had over 50 yards the last 4 games on the ground.
But I still taking Chicago in this game.
And he's got 2 tutties in the air the last 4 weeks. Yeah, he's coming along real nice.
He's coming along.
He's coming along. What's everybody else saying in the chat? Who they taking?
Somebody taking the Giants and
Picked a player too. She picked a player. She picked Cole Bishop.
Yeah.
For the journalist segment.
Yeah.
She picked Cole Bishop. That's an interesting one. Funny that somebody mentioned Cole Bishop earlier before the show started. Melanie, you reading people's minds? Because I had to listen to Andy for 10 minutes tell me how I might want to offer an apology to him.
I said
not at all.
The season, if it stays this way, you may want to offer the apology.
Yeah, if it stays this way, I might want to offer an apology. Maybe I got to see some consistency first before I offer any type of apology. Dalton took the Bears as well. Dalton says Seahawks are coming. Rams, watch out. Okay.
Yeah.
Go 12. Desmond, what's good, my guy? We already know you're a Seattle Seahawks fan for sure. And they've been really good this year. So give them props and respect on that. Next game coming up, we got to talk about Buffalo and Miami.
You said Buffalo.
That's like a sweet symphony to my ears.
I often go with Buffalo for this game.
Buffalo rolls by at least 2 possessions.
Buffalo by 10.
Shout out to James Cook, another Georgia player. So
Miami just traded Phillips to Philly today too, so they ain't even gonna have no pass rush. Not that they had much to begin with, but it's gonna be worse now.
They got Chuba, whatever his name is.
Who?
Oh, my bad.
Buffalo's gonna go to Miami and make Tua fish. Ha ha ha.
Josh owns that team. He's gonna
I think
demolish him.
Jalen Waddle is going to be traded. Dalton also picked Buffalo. He picked the Bills. Um, Robert Leader picked Buffalo as well.
I picked Buffalo.
Nobody in their right
All right.
mind's gonna pick Miami.
He's talking about Bradley Chubb.
Yeah, my bad.
Who?
Bradley
Yeah,
Chubb.
yeah, they're shopping around
Bradley
their
Chubb
team
ain't been
right now.
anything in 5 years.
They might trade him too.
The way Stephen Ross came out today and basically said, like, I don't give a shit who likes who. He was like, I'm getting rid of who I want, and that's why he got rid of Greer. So, you know what? They're gonna be in they're in full like meltdown, melt through the cracks mode. You know what I mean? Like
I just want to put out there, DJ Nico Shaw, real quick, that they need to get rid of him. He sucks.
as an owner, yeah, but how do you
Yeah.
get rid of an owner? I mean, besides, you know what I mean? It's not like he's being, you know what I mean? Like there'd have to be something like extremely like, serious for him to have to be removed. And
You know
until
what?
something like that happens, it's not going to happen.
You know what? They should have got rid of him after all that BS came out.
He's like the Cowboys of the AFC. He's like the Jerry Jones of the AFC. He's got more money than he knows what to do with, and he doesn't know what to do. What decisions that he's making are even good ones.
Right.
So,
and he bringing in people that don't got no idea how to do their own job.
They don't have a culture in Miami. The culture was, let me wash your hand, you wash mine. That's pretty much all it was in Miami. And sorry for the Miami fans, but your organization's a dumpster fire.
What he was for Halloween? Can you guess?
Oh shit!
What's that?
Can you guess what Stephen Ross was for Halloween?
Oh, a ghost.
Himself.
Oh,
himself.
Shit.
He dressed up as himself. Man, you must hold yourself in high regard if you do that. Oh,
pretty much just like Dallas, Miami's waiting for their owner to die so they can sell the team and get a new owner.
Man, they got the same problem. I mean, it's the same thing in certain organizations. You know what I mean? It's not every single organization. You know what I mean? It's a handful of organizations where the ownership is either too hands-on or just doesn't know what the hell they're doing. You know what I mean? Like whoever owns the Texans, like, dude, go to school. You know what I mean? Like, if you own a football team, you should know. I mean, whoever owns the Titans, like, go to school, learn how to hold an organization like a team networking type thing. You know what I mean? Like, maybe you need to go to do that shit.
But the Titans problem, they fired people too early. They problem. They head coach was there for 2 years in Tennessee, and they fired him already. And the team not that good. A new head coach you should get in 3 years, in my opinion.
Like, the Cardinals are finally doing made a good decision. Like, you finally benched Kyler Murray. Like, hey, dude, listen, kid, go take your controller, go play Call of Duty. We got an adult to play quarterback. So when you're done playing video games, we'll let you be a quarterback again.
So, like with the Cardinals, I just see them better off than the Miami Dolphins.
Yeah, they're better off right now because of the position that they're in and the players that they have, and like they're changing things around. But at least they finally, made the decision to, like, all right, dude, Murray, we gave you 5 years.
Right. We gave you 5 years.
Like, we gave you 5 years to turn it around and do something like worthiness. You know what I mean? On the field, besides throwing up a Hail Mary and beating the Bills in a no contest game, and being on the bench for the last 2 seasons. You're not even available to us because you keep getting hurt. You can't see over the offensive line. It's like, dude, like, all right, dude, like, go to free agency, become a backup, and just be an emergency quarterback at this point, because obviously Jacoby Brissett knows what the hell he's doing.
They said they would get him booster seat.
Yeah.
Or
What game we got next, Jay?
Baltimore and Minnesota.
Ooh, that's gonna be a good
hold on.
game.
Let me read this real quick though. Dalton put up some good points here. Excuse me, Brian Flores has been laughing at the tuna fishes. Yep, he is definitely laughing. Karma for firing firing Brian Flores. Absolutely. My hometown team, Dre. Yep, absolutely. Robert Leader. Got you. To be fair, Ron Titan should have never fired Mike Bravo.
right. He right about that.
That's definitely a true statement.
Right. That what
Just let him
happened.
do what he wanted to do with his team.
Right. That what happened when you bring in the wrong people for the wrong job. If you bring in a legit GM that know what he was doing, he would have never got fired. In my opinion. But you're right, Dalton.
By the way, if you're just tuning in, you are tuning in to Monday night late night madness. We have kicked off the show with the Who You With segment. We doing picks for week 10 first, and then we're gonna spin the block. We're gonna spin the block and talk about what happened in week 9. But next, we on our picks right now. We on Baltimore and Minnesota.
Right. I got Minnesota.
Ooh, you like Minnesota, huh?
I like Minnesota.
You like the kid?
Yeah. Well, really, I like that defense.
That defensive line is a monster.
Yeah. Yeah.
It really is. And so's the young linebacker Pace.
Yeah. I got Minnesota in this now.
I like their secondary. I gotta go with you with the Vikings.
I really think they really put up a better fight on that defense than a lot of teams in the NFL. In my opinion.
You know what I would like to know? What was really behind that trade of Jair Alexander?
He might not want to be there no more.
Because he's a really good player, and they didn't really good shit for him.
But you got a lot of players.
Where did Jair go?
Huh?
Where did Jair go?
Philly.
Oh my goodness! As if the Eagles need.
But you gotta look at it. A lot of these players, if somebody taking their job, like somebody behind them, and they're not seeing the field that much, they might not want to be there no more.
And then the Ravens got defensive tackle help today too. With was it Jones?
I forgot who they got, but
Draymond or something.
Yeah, something like that. So a lot of these players, sometimes they be in their feelings.
Yeah, no shit.
Shout out to my boy Marcus Betts. They're my OG. People be in their feelings. Shout out to my dog. But
I'll take Minnesota.
I'll take Minnesota.
Who you taking, Andre?
Who?
I'm taking Baltimore.
You still rolling with Baltimore, huh?
Let's be clear. Let's be clear. I need y'all to stop disrespecting my man Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson came back and made Baltimore look like they're going to be right back in the hunt for winning this division again. And there's only been one game. Already, you hear people talking about Baltimore still has the opportunity to win the division. I don't think they're going to win the division. I don't think they're going to win the division. But we cannot sit up here and sleep on Lamar Jackson. Do you know what his record is against the NFC?
What is it?
He has an Undertaker-like record.
He's got like two losses against them.
Like two, yes. It's like 22 in like 3. Maybe.
But the reason I took Minnesota,
I know one
Andre,
of them
of
was
the
this
trip,
season, and one of them was last season. I think.
of the
I think it's two of them.
trip, Andre, from
He lost.
Baltimore
Green Bay.
and to Minnesota, that trip is a long trip. So that's why I
Yeah, I
take
can respect that. I can respect that. Good foreshadow right there. Good foreshadowing. I like that.
So
Okay. Talk about the travel.
right, the travel take a lot. I just would say myself. I know it would take a lot out of them, in my opinion. So that's why I take in Minnesota.
Yeah, because he's going East Coast to Midwest.
Right, and that's
Depending on when the game ended.
right. Do they go through the walkthrough?
Baltimore's had a lot of rest though.
Hopefully.
I would hope so. They played Thursday.
Right. So
they probably had a lot of rest. Minnesota would be fine because they played what? They played the
Sunday
second half games, or was it the first half games?
I think
both teams are going to be rested.
Right.
But I don't really think fatigue is going to be involved in that game. I just think that Minnesota's defense, and I believe that their pass rush is going to get to Lamar. They have too many monsters on the defensive line. Like they got all their guys are back. You got Hargrave, you got Allen. Greenard went down. Yeah, that sucks. But they still got guys that can get after that quarterback. Right. And that's been keeping them in games. And it kept them in the game against Detroit this week. And Detroit looks better than the Baltimore Ravens do. In my opinion. I don't care. If the Vikings beat the Detroit Lions, that's fine. But Detroit still look better.
Mm.
The one aspect of that Detroit Minnesota game that I saw this week was when Montgomery fumbled. That was a big oops, and it doesn't happen often with that kid.
But
you taking them Ravens, huh, Dre?
Absolutely taking the Ravens.
Okay.
All right.
What's everybody else taking?
Let's see the comments real quick. What's in the comment section? But I will say that this next game should be on Cartoon Network.
I think I know what game you're talking about.
Marcus Herring, what's good? Tasha Jones, what's good? I see you. I see y'all tuning in. Thank you. Appreciate y'all tuning in. Tuning in. Let's see here. Let's see if we got any more comments. All right. By the way, if you just tuned in, Brett is in the comments, is in the conversation too. Shout out to you. Put what player you want us to ask press conference questions about for our journalist column. Put your player or coach so we can come up with these questions. All right. Put them in the comments section now. Feed us with them. Feed us with players and coaches right now. All right. Put it in the comment section. Again, you're watching Monday Night Late Night Madness with the fire starter, Andre the Torch Robinson, Ron Thomas, ATL Zone. You already know what y'all know about that. Obviously, DJ Nico Shaw and Andy Johnson in the building.
Right? Yes, sir.
From the 716, from the 716. All right. Dalton Smith just put up a breaking news. Browns and Jets has been moved to PBS Kids. PBS from viewers like you. Thank you. Yo, Dalton.
About time.
Dalton with the jokes. With the jokes tonight.
PBS Kids. I like that one.
That is a good one. That was a good one. I started. I wish I could pin that.
I'm gonna say if that's the next game, tie.
Okay. We got another player down there. We got Drake May. Tasha Jones. What's up, Tosh? From Boston. She in Boston right now. How about them Panthers? Yeah, I know, Brett. I'm gonna talk about them on the next segment. when we get to talking about reviewing these games from this week. All right, moving right along. We got. Oh, did we pick? Oh my goodness, we almost skip. That's how crazy it is. We damn
Skip
near
it.
Jets and
Skip it.
Browns. Nah,
Skip
man,
it.
you gotta pick somebody.
Skip
I'll
it.
take Browns. I'll take the Browns.
I'll take the Browns.
I'm gonna take the Browns.
Just
Give me the
throw
Brown
that out
Town.
there and say the Browns.
The Jets. They
By the way, it's time to put Shador Sanders in.
Andre.
I don't even think it's gonna matter.
Right.
It's not, but he needs his.
Andre.
I think the
Sorry.
only thing that
Sorry to get
happens
it
if the only thing that happens if they put him in is he gets hurt.
Right. Let the young man sit out for the rest of the season. I don't want to see he get in there and get hurt and everything. Because
Let him run with Dylan for 4 more weeks,
right,
and if it doesn't work, then you know what? Then just let him go do what he wants to do.
right. Let the young man that young sit out for the rest of the year.
They made their bed.
Right.
They even traded Joe Flacco away, and that worked out
Right.
for Cincy. You know, even though they're losing, it still worked out for them.
Right.
Yeah, I could respect that.
It keeps the
Why
morale
would
up.
you
You know what I
even want
mean?
to play on the team that sucks so bad that you're going to get him injured when he could
Right.
just go to another team next year? He should
Right.
go to another team.
So he's a 5th-round pick, so that's what a 2-year contract.
Right.
Right. Even though we all know he shouldn't have been a 5th-round pick, but regardless, we can wash that.
You know what I mean? But even if he's a 5th-round pick and he gets a 2-year contract, so whatever, he gets to sit and learn,
Right.
and then whatever team wants him, he can be like, whatever, I'm going to be a free agent. Fuck y'all.
Right. So
kind of works out better for him. He gets to learn more.
He did pick whatever team he want to go to and all that. Let the young man sit out.
And you know they ain't going to cut him.
Right.
The comment section. How about them Panthers? Well, yes, Brett. Something that.
Andre, you breaking up a little bit.
So Brett said 16-16 tie. Melanie has the Browns for this game. Brett also said Shador should get traded to the Niners before the deadline for a third.
For what, Mac Jones?
They don't need no quarterback. They need defensive players.
All I'm saying is my opinion of Mac Jones has changed over the last 4 weeks.
Right. They need defensive players. They top 3 defensive players out for the season.
In my opinion of what's the other kid's name? Darnold has changed definitely this season for sure.
They don't need
after what I saw yesterday with that kid slinging it.
Right.
Darnold was, you know what? God bless him that you left New York because now you can actually play football.
And Minnesota did not want to pay him, so he like, you know what? I'm finna go to Seattle.
Whatever they did to him in Minnesota, it worked.
All right. He like, oh, y'all forgot about me, huh? I'm finna show y'all who I am.
But you know how those jobs go. Like any job that you have ever gone to, at one point, it either clicks and you do it well, or it doesn't and you move on.
Right. But remember, the Jets.
Mm-hmm.
The Jets, I'm sorry, that one messed up franchise they might not never get right.
Probably not. Not while Woody Johnson's alive.
Right. I pray to God Woody gonna sell the Jets because
Woody ain't gonna sell the Jets ever. That motherfucker is so old. He thinks he can take all his money and his property with him.
When he said his grandson or nephew was talking about Madden, you worried about Madden because my ratings in low on Madden. Yeah, you need to sell the team, player. You need to sell the team. Real talk.
What do we got up next, Andre?
We got New England and Tampa Bay.
The Brady Bowl.
Yes.
All right. Well,
we can't hear you, Andre.
I said this right now. Since we got somebody from Boston, I want to ask Tasha a question. How do you see this game going? I need you to put a score. Obviously, I know you're going to pick New England, but I need just score for this game. Robert Leader, what's up? Melody said this is a tough matchup, but I'll go with Tampa Bay winning by a small difference. I'll admit New England is hot at the moment.
Yes, they is. Hotter than fish grease.
By the way, Brett also said Ron Thomas, Brick ain't coming back. And you want to talk about a defense? Atlanta needs one too.
We came back on the Patriots. We just lost against because we missed the field goal. We came all the way back. And shout out to Drake London, a top 5 wide receiver. Had 3 TDs yesterday. I
You
feel
can
like
yell that
Kanye
into
West.
the ether
Can't
all you
nobody
want.
tell me nothing.
It's not going to make it real.
Tasha, I need a score, Tosh. I need a score, Tasha. Give me a score. Brett got
Dre.
31-30 Tampa.
So Dre.
Yes, sir.
So there was a comment in the comments about Drake May, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I got a question for Drake May.
Oh, you got to save it for the column.
Oh, for the column? Okay.
Yeah, ask you now. Save it for the column. Save it for the column. Yeah, let them wait on it. Let them wait on it so we can hear it during the column. It's gonna be crazy. Tampa Bay 31-24, said Robert Randall. All right, I got who y'all got
for this game.
I got the Patriots.
I got Tampa.
I got the Patriots.
Who you got, Andre?
That made me a believer yesterday.
Who you going with, Andre?
Huh?
Be very honest, and this is real, and I'm going to admit this for the first time ever right here on the show. Tasha Jones has me liking the Patriots.
I
actually like the Patriots this year. I don't know why. I actually like what they're doing.
I do too, but I still trust Tampa more in this game.
Wow. What? Hold on. Tasha just said it's going to be a tough point, but I'm going to say Patriots win 35-14. Damn. We got a caller, by the way, on the line.
Yeah, but.
All right, so this Patriots game. Go ahead.
What's good? Hold on a second, Brett. All right, go ahead. I got the Patriots. I got the Patriots.
I took Tampa.
All right.
Moving right along. I'm going with the Patriots, actually.
Yeah, see, here we go. Patriots. Tampa. Wow, we got three. We got three. Oh, yes. Dalton said he's going with the Patriots too.
I think the Patriots are going to beat them in a squeaker.
Des Carter, what's up, my guy? What's good? Brett, who you got? He's going Baker, the touchdown maker, which is Tampa. He's agreeing with you, Andy. So now you got a friend. You got a friend in Brett. Patriots. Oh, Dewan, what's good? My guy Dewan said Patriots upset. Okay, more Patriots in here.
I just think that the season that they're having and the defense that they have.
I don't know if I consider that an upset.
It's not. I think the Patriots should be. They should be favored. And if Buccaneers are, it's just because they're at home.
I don't know. I mean, they played Philly close. Tampa is no slouch. I think you're overlooking them.
Without having Mike Evans and without having Godwin healthy and without having Abuka healthy.
Godwin may play, and he can throw to anybody. They roll
Yeah, but dude,
7
it's gonna
deep,
be
right?
this. It's gonna be the same result. It's gonna be the same result. They're rolling them out too early.
But the
And Bucky
kicker.
Irving may be back. He's going to
This
be back
the
one of these
kicker.
weeks. And
Is the Patriots #1 corner we play this week coming up?
Yeah, you
He
got
left.
Christian
Yeah,
Gonzalez and you got
right.
Davis. Like, nah.
If
You got Gonzalez and Davis out there? Nah, dude. I think they shut the Buccaneers down in the past.
he play, they will shut the wide receiver core down. But if he not playing, Tampa Bay will win it. In my
I
opinion.
guess we'll find out.
Next game. By the way, for those who's tuned in right now, I need a player or a coach for our journalist column that you would want us to come up with questions for. I need player or coach. I got 2 so far. I got Cole Bishop and I got Drake May. I need a couple more. All right.
I just came up with one, Andre.
Good one. Brett said Jahmyr Gibbs.
Ooh. That's an interesting one.
I got one too. Torrey Holton.
Say it again.
Torrey Holton.
So
Horton?
like
For
that
Seattle?
one a lot.
Who?
Torrey
Seattle
Holton.
wide receiver.
Horton. Yeah.
I came up with the Saints head coach.
Ooh, who was that? I forgot his damn name.
Moore.
Kellen
Moore.
Or Kellen Moore, yeah.
Kellen Moore, how you like the butt whooping you've been getting all year so far?
Lions 38-3. Okay, next game. Let's move on. We're talking about Kellen Moore right now.
Yeah.
Kellen Moore goes against the Panthers this week. We got the Panthers and the Saints.
A tie.
I can't believe that the Panthers might have 6 wins.
Hey, the Panthers got a good team. Everybody been sleeping on them.
I gotta go with the Panthers this week.
Everybody been sleeping on the Panthers all year.
Oh,
I think Rico Dowdle wreaks havoc all over New Orleans defense.
But I said a tie.
Okay. Tie. Okay.
A tie.
They named this their starter right now is Rico Dowdle, and Chuba Hubbard ain't touching that field until Rico Dowdle drops that ball. And that run game for Carolina right now is just too strong for New Orleans.
And did Horn get hurt this past weekend?
Dowdle's like I think he's either number 3 or number 4 in rushing yards. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's not even Saquon right now.
Did Horn get
Rico Dowdle is like running, like keeping up with Jonathan Taylor.
Right. They net and net. Dalton, see did Horn get hurt this weekend? Yesterday.
Mr. Talley. We got a bunch of those. Melanie said Carolina. I'm sorry, but the Saints suck. They're 1-8. Robert Leader said the Panthers. Tasha said the Saints. Okay, got you. Moving on. Let's move on to the next one. Wow.
Oh, I had Carolina.
Oh, you had Carolina too? Everybody got Carolina. Who got
I got a tie.
Who? Oh, you said tie.
Lord have mercy. I want both teams to lose.
Oh, Brett Hills has the Saints winning this game.
All right.
Jacksonville versus Houston.
The Jags versus the
is CJ Stroud playing?
No.
Yeah, we know.
Is he playing, Andre?
No.
Well,
who?
He won't play.
Well, I got the Jacksonville there.
Lay down.
Still against Houston in Houston.
No, you're supposed to go to sleep.
I got Jacksonville. Because CJ Stroud not playing.
Okay, who you got, DJ Nico Chaw?
I got the Jags. They're healthier.
Who you got, Brett? Wow, you taking Houston? Okay. I'm gonna take Jacksonville as well.
I got Jacksonville.
Yeah, I just feel like Houston has been decimated with so many
Yeah.
injuries this year. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Well, Mixon's not even coming back for another 5 weeks.
And CJ Stroud not coming back. He just got a concussion too.
Tank Dell, he's not even close to being returning.
Right. And the other running back, not even there yet. So
Justin Watson, he's still hurt. Brevin Jordan, I mean, he's been out.
So they got a lot of injuries.
They're all their DTs. Jedrick Willis, he's been gone. You know what I mean? Like, you got Jimmy Ward's been gone. Like, their defense took a hit. I mean, there's no way that you can take the Texans in this one. I mean, I know it's a division game, but Jacksonville Jaguars, like they're coming into their own right now. They're figuring out who they are. You know what I mean? And it's about freaking time. They've been waiting for Sunshine to do something for 4 years now.
They not the little brother no more. They're hitting people in the mouth.
Yeah, they're the middle child now.
What?
Yeah, they're definitely the middle child.
What? They said, you know what? I'm gonna get you when you go to sleep. Pow!
Yeah. And they're 4-3, and it's a winnable division.
Right.
Because you can't count them out because they're not that far from Indy right now.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like you're only 2 games out.
We can't hear you, Andre.
Seattle.
I got Seattle in that game.
Seattle.
I just think Seattle got way more than the Cardinals to handle. Offense and defense. And they're playing Seattle. Good luck. Yeah.
Seattle's going to bully the Cardinals next week.
Yeah. They played that bully ball.
That's going to be the primetime game on TV.
27-17.
If they played that right, that 4:00 slot for Fox, that should be the Cardinals and the Seahawks.
Yeah.
I mean, but the Rams and the 49ers does look nice and juicy coming up too.
It depends.
Who you taking on the Cardinals, Andy? You taking the Seahawks?
I said I had Seattle.
Oh, I got Seattle too.
What do you think about that running back out there? The running back situation in Seattle, guys.
They dangerous. Shit. They
need to make one of them an everyday starter though. They got to stop with the whole switching back and forth between the two.
No, because I like it like that because you don't know who you're going to play, and when one get hurt, you got another one will come in and do the same thing. So I like both of them. To be honest,
I'm all about going with the hot hand, but for the whole game, switching off every drive, that kind of kills momentum in certain aspects, though.
Yeah, but you keeping both of them healthy too.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, a defense don't know who to focus on, and that ball coming in and out like a bank robbery. So you don't know which one will come in and out.
Who you taking, Andre?
Taking Seattle. I love what I see in Seattle. Shout out to my nephew. He's a big Seattle fan. I'm going to take Seattle in this one. They definitely can run, pass.
Mm-hmm.
Defense plays well. They're well coached. Mike McDonald is coaching them up this year.
He might be coach of the year right there.
Jackson Smith and Jigba. Listen carefully. Don't just put a player out there too. Jackson Smith and Jigwa. Uh, that's a good one. I like that one as well. He's playing at a phenomenal pace, and we'll talk about something when we get to that journalist column. I got a good question for I would have a real good question for Jackson Smith and Jigba. Seattle's blowout.
I don't know if it's gonna be a blowout. I think it would be real close.
Ron, hold on 1 second. What'd you say, Brett?
I can't hear.
Me either.
I got you. I'll repeat it. He said that Marvin Harrison Jr. is having a career night.
Oh yeah.
You forget about what's going on with Arizona. It seems like that they're building up that offense for sure. So I wouldn't sleep on Arizona. Paraphrase.
But I just, in my opinion, I think Seattle we play that bully football that we will run over you or run through you. No diddy.
He said no diddy.
Michael Penix Jr. or Jacoby Brissett is what Brett just asked you.
Say that again.
Would you have Michael Penix Jr. or Jacoby Brissett?
Ooh.
Aren't they the same age?
No.
Hell no.
Brissett's been in the league like 14 years.
He is a good backup, but I will keep my quarterback for the future.
Yeah, but Penix was in college for like 14 years. So.
No. I see what you're doing, player.
Listen. I like Michael Penix. I just got to bust some balls, okay?
I know.
There he is. All right, moving on. Rams, 49ers.
Ooh, this is going to be a good one.
I got the 49ers.
I'm going to tell you this right now. I got the Rams just because they always even out every year. I'm going to take the Rams on this one.
All right, so this game was what, 3 weeks ago?
4.
The Rams and the 49ers, they played 3 weeks ago, right?
4.
3 or 4.
4 weeks ago?
3 or 4.
And that game was fucking awesome.
Right.
I'm going with the 49ers on this one.
I got the 49ers. They fight.
I got Brett Hills right here, and he just asked, how the hell are y'all taking the 49ers?
Because they put up a fight. They were fighting for their head coach and their defensive coordinator, Robert Saleh.
Since the beginning of the season, I've been shit talking the 49ers the whole time. And this whole last 4 weeks, they just been punching me in the mouth. So you know what? I'm going to ride the wave. And I'm going to be like, listen, Kittle's healthy. Christian McCaffrey looks like he's at form. And Mac Jones looks good. And Purdy ain't coming back. It's Mac Jones' team right now. And they've already formatted it to that. They squeaked one out on the Rams before. They got this one.
I'll send you the link.
And Brock Purdy talking about his pinky toe hurt. So I don't think he coming back no time soon.
He's got the same type of shit that's going on that Joe Burrow had.
Yeah.
He should have just said, fuck it, and put me out. They just didn't know what the hell to do because they didn't know what the hell Mac Jones was going to turn into. And he actually turned into a pretty decent quarterback to fill in for him.
All right.
He shouldn't be a starter, but he's doing a damn good bang-up job right now with the hell he's working with in the 49ers. I mean, they're decimated. They don't even have their all-star, all-pro middle linebacker. They don't have their defensive end, and they're still coming out with wins, and they're fighting the whole time.
They fight.
They're fighting, man.
They hit us. They hit us in the mouth.
And I know the Rams are going to come back for that revenge because they stole one out in LA. But I mean, coming into Candlestick is tough to play.
Yes.
I gotta go with the 49ers.
I'm gonna take the Rams because I think that the 49ers are decimated with injuries as well. And I think Matthew Stafford has a point to prove. They shouldn't have lost the first time to the 49ers. I think they need to get their lick back, and I think this is a lick back game for them. I think they're going to perform very well this week against them. Unless the Rams have another heartbreak. Yeah, I don't think that's going to happen twice. I think
That's
Tom
the same
McVay
team.
has this one circled for sure. Wow, really? Detroit and Washington.
Can't,
Give me the
no.
Lions.
Just they're telling the Commanders just go stand out there.
Right. Go hire a few dudes in the stands. They come in, take the place of your corner that he trashed anyway. But what's his name, Andre? Lattimore. I think he out for the season.
Yeah, he's gone.
Yeah. Give me Detroit. Detroit finna put a 50 on them. 50. 50.
I'm going with Detroit on this one because I think Detroit is upset about losing to Minnesota, and they're going to take it out on Washington.
And Washington just lost their quarterback.
I think it's gonna be Lions like 30-14 or something.
Yep, something like that.
I
I don't think it's gonna be easy, but I think they're gonna pull away at the end.
I said 50.
Sasha said that the Lions are barely going to win this game. She said the Lions by 3.
I said 50. The Lions finna give it to them. 50.
And you know what? That sucks about fucking Jaden Daniels.
Yes.
That
really
is a fucking tragedy. What happened to that kid? They should have took his ass out when they knew the game was over. Like what
He
are you
should have
doing?
been out after halftime.
Yeah, like now he might even be done for next season. He got a fractured elbow.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, thank God it's on his other hand, but I mean, come on.
Jaden Daniels shouldn't have caught a snap in the third quarter. The game was over at halftime.
It was over after the first 20 minutes.
But
they checked out and logged off before halftime.
Folks, here on Late Night, we plays no games about what we show y'all. So you already know that your boy.
He just got tangled and the arm just gets pinned. Davis got tangled and the arm just gets pinned. Davis got tangled and the arm just gets pinned.
All right. With that being said, you've seen it 3 times.
Lord, like I said, I think last week, they curse.
Like that's what 2-3 weeks in a row, like maybe even 4 weeks in a row, where you have major injuries on the field. Right? You know what I mean? Like, but look at Scadaboo's injury. Jesus, that kid's injury was disgustingly like you know what I mean? Like the things that are happening to these guys, it's like, come on, man. Like, I can see like going all out for the play, but I mean, and then continuing to play. But there's at some point where the coach has to be like, listen, dude, it's not worth it. Just come out. What if you get hurt? You know what I mean?
But Nico Shaw, DJ Nico Shaw, please don't do that. Don't do that about playing. I don't give a damn. Jaden Daniels don't need no extra snaps. All that competitiveness, all that competitive shit out the window. You were down 28-0 at half. This game was
yank him out.
This game is out of reach. You don't have your weapons on offense. He shouldn't have played another snap after halftime. And instead, Dan Quinn once again is under fire for some goofy shit. Once again, Dan Quinn has been behind a lot of goofy shit. as a coach, defensive coordinator, he's been behind a lot of goofy shit. This is directly on him, and he had no choice but to take the blame on this shit, because that was just that is egregious. That is absolutely uncalled for. Totally unacceptable. Totally unacceptable. Jaden Daniels is probably, let's be clear, probably a top 10 quarterback in the league. And you just literally cost this man a whole season, probably half of next year too.
Yeah. Plus, he probably he probably cost him a full 18 games.
To me personally, you are supposed to protect your franchise by any means necessary. That is a dereliction of duty, what I watched yesterday. He should be fired. And I'm just being real, Dan Quinn at the end of the year should be fired. If this team goes 4 and whatever, because they're already dropping the ball tremendously. This team might be, listen to this, and maybe I should put my call your shot up. Maybe it's time to call my shot. Maybe it's time to call my shot. Maybe it's time to put on the music, because when I call my shot, I gotta put on the music for y'all real quick. I gotta find it, and I gotta put it on. See, this is how much effort that I have to give when I call my shot, because of Dan Quinn this week being a damn buffoon this week. But hey, guess what, sir? You got all my attention this week. You definitely got all my attention. So guess what? Here it is. Gotta do it. I gotta wait till it load up. I should be putting on a police siren. That was just criminal. What the hell he did this week? That was absolutely criminal, Ron. If you give me if ifs and buts was candy and nuts, Ron.
No. I'm with you, my brother. When I was talking about Dan Quinn, people were looking at me funny. Yes or no? When I was talking about his bald headed ass, people were looking at me funny.
I'm firing Dan Quinn at the end of the season.
Right, that right there, the franchise, our franchise might be out for 2 years.
Sir, what I just witnessed on Monday Night Football, let's be clear. What I just watched on Monday Night Football may set the Washington Commanders back not only this season, but next season too. Right. And because of that, Dan Quinn, you may have one of the worst turnaround seasons I've seen in a minute. You literally went to the NFC Championship game last year, and this year went from that to this. We've seen major meltdowns from Dan Quinn. Let's not talk about 28-3.
No. I will finish right
there. Let's not talk about. Hold on. Let's not talk about the fact that you dropped the ball in the New England Seattle. You were the coordinator in that one. You dropped the New England in that one. You dropped the ball on that one, and you definitely just dropped the ball on this one. This is, to me, this is a fireable offense. And I'm gonna be honest with you. If I'm any other team in the league, unless you're the Cleveland Browns, the New York Jets, maybe even the Saints, I don't want Dan Quinn. I don't want him. I don't even like RG3 like that, but RG3 had a point.
Right. I will RG3 on this one.
It's the first person I thought of.
Right. So it go back to why I asked you last week.
And it goes back further than that.
Right.
Like it's not even like a coaching situation, or it's an organizational situation. Like, how many times did they just not give a shit about their quarterbacks?
Right. It go back to Alex Smith.
I mean, Alex Smith, Joe Theismann. I mean, this isn't this. It's something. It's. I'm not saying you know what I mean, but it's one hell of a coincidence that all of these type of injuries, of they're not pretty ones, have happened to all the quarterbacks for Washington. Because I mean, I haven't really seen like injuries like that happen. Like, you know what I mean? Like, has anybody ever seen
Right.
some shit happen like that to any other quarterback in around the league ever? I mean, I might be wrong, but I don't think I've seen any sort of gruesome injuries like that to quarterbacks on any other team.
Because that's what happened.
It's like they got a curse.
Right.
All right, moving on. By the way, I just showed you Jackson Smith and Jigba. His projected numbers right now. He's projected to go over 2,000 yards, which would be better than Cooper Kupp season, by the way.
Wide receiver 1, baby.
All right.
Pittsburgh versus
Pittsburgh, yes. Pittsburgh and the damn Chargers. This is a hell of a game.
I got Pittsburgh for 200.
Yeah.
I think their defense will take off on the Rams. I think what they just done to the Colts, yeah.
I'm going to take the Chargers. I still don't trust Aaron Rodgers.
I take in Pittsburgh their defense.
Listen, sir. Don't you start your mess. Don't you start your mess. I'm only gonna let you talk about my man so much. Watch out. Watch out.
I take in Pittsburgh for 200, please.
Listen, if Pittsburgh wins, call me out next Monday. But if they don't, I don't want to hear it.
I'm damn sure playing on it.
I know one thing. Pittsburgh had Danny Jones, aka Danny Pennies, in the chokehold.
Who you taking, Andre?
We can't hear you.
I swore that Pittsburgh's defense has come to the party now, which I said, if Pittsburgh defense come to the party, get ready. This is good. This is not going to be pretty for a lot of teams.
Mm-hmm.
Legitimately, the trade deadline is coming
including
up.
The trade deadline on the 4th.
The trade deadline is coming up.
It's tomorrow.
Tomorrow, 4 o'clock.
Do not be surprised if Pittsburgh makes a move for another wide receiver tomorrow. Mister, you worried about Aaron Rodgers? Sir, do you want to go look at Aaron Rodgers' numbers this year and tell me he hasn't performed this year? One good game? Nah, sir. You're definitely watering him down with saying that.
No, I said
game.
Pittsburgh's defense showed up for one game. That's
but guess what? They're showing up at the right time. It's the middle of the season. Perfect time to show up to win some of these games coming up. Perfect time. Perfect.
So you're taking the Steelers, Andre?
Huh?
You taking the Steelers?
Hell yeah, I'm taking the Steelers. Let me respond to this. Do not let Jaden Waddle come to the Steelers.
Lord, Hammer.
If they're going to do anything, they're going to get a defensive player or a lineman.
Do not let Jalen Waddle go to the Steelers. That is what we call a game changer. If he goes to Pittsburgh, I'm taking Pittsburgh as an AFC championship visiting team.
Right.
I'll take Pittsburgh to go all the way to the AFC championship. Nope, not crazy at all. If they get Jaden Waddle, are you kidding me?
And they got what's his name? The other wide receiver.
Wait a minute. DK Metcalf, Jaden Waddle,
Lord,
Pat Pryor move. That tight end squad that they got over there, and the running game that they have, sir. And I didn't mention Calvin Austin or none of the rest of them yet, sir. Stop. You're sleeping on Pittsburgh. I don't know why you're sleeping.
Pittsburgh.
I'm gonna wake up real quick.
So this week, because of all the decimated injuries on the Chargers offensive line, Joel's done for the season.
Yep.
Sean Slater's gone. With them being gone, the Chargers have no run game, and they're already decimated in running backs. And
I'm
Hampton
gonna be
isn't
honest.
coming,
I think.
and Hampton's not coming back until next week.
Hey,
So
guess what,
Vidal's
DJ
not going to
Nico
do it.
Shaw? Guess what, DJ Nico Shaw? Guess who's gonna catch up the Chargers?
The Steelers are going to steamroll them
No,
this week.
the Chiefs are gonna catch up to the Chargers.
Oh yeah, and it sucks too because with those
That
two
definitely
offensive
sucks.
linemen going down, it was going to be nice to see a three-way horse race in the West,
Right.
but now it's only going to be a two-dog race. It's going to be
Don't be
Denver and
nice.
Kansas
You
City
were
at the end
cutting
of this.
Justin Herbert a little too early.
Let me ask you
No,
this question.
no,
Let me
it's
ask
not
you
even.
this.
It's not even a question about Justin Herbert. It's their offensive line. If you have Joe Alt gone and you have Rashawn Slater gone, both of your tackles on both sides, your bookends are gone. Like your offensive line can't even sustain a run block. I've listened to those games the last 2 weeks while I was delivering, and it's either he gets a lot of runs because somebody missed a tackle, or he's back in the backfield getting smushed. They can't block and they can't run block. When they got Joe Alt back last week and Vidal went off and went ape shit all over the field, they had a really good game. And then when Joe Alt went down this week, they had problems with the offense. They're going to continue it, and Steelers are going to beat them this week just because
Question for y'all real quick.
they don't have everything. And I wanted to see Herbert get the MVP this year. I wanted to see him get
I got
it.
a question for y'all real quick. How many people had the Chargers winning the division this year?
Me, I did.
Not me. I don't believe in the Chargers.
In the beginning of the season, I did because of the way they were playing.
But I didn't think they were going to win the division.
I don't believe in the powder blues.
Told y'all that I'm not even a fan of khaki pants. So you know I had Denver winning the division this year. I told y'all I'm not a fan of khaki pants. I don't think he could really get it done when it counts the best. And I'm gonna be honest with you, not having your left and right tackle is a major problem.
Yeah, they better be on the phone.
Somebody better get to calling.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like you can put a Band-Aid on it if it's just one of them, but two of them, no. Aronde Gadsden and Ladd McConkey are not going to get you through this season. Not without Hampton and not without Najee Harris. Like it was a whole different story when they had those backs. It has changed up.
Literally next week, they got to go 1 week without Hampton.
Yeah, but dude, I mean, the type of injury that he had, like he's not going to get like it's not like he's going to be all right here. He's going to get 140 yards.
You know why y'all taking the Chargers? You're afraid Andre's going to bust your ass if you don't. That's what I think it is.
I pick Pittsburgh for 300, please.
I'm calling it like I see it. I think everybody's afraid because they're like, oh, let me be nice on the Steelers so I don't get.
No, I just seen the Steelers had Danny Pennies in the chokehold.
Make sure I keep
show some consistency before we go say, oh, their defense is definitely back. They played one good game.
Well,
yes.
I'll tell you how invested I was.
Hey Andy, I give you kudos on that. Good using what I told you earlier for this. Good job. But I will make sure I reserve the right next week when Pittsburgh bust their ass. I'm gonna make sure you're the first person that I come after on your Aaron Rodgers slander, sir.
Trust me, I was heavily invested in the Chargers this year. My fantasy team, my starting quarterback is Herbert. I also had Ladd McConkey. I had Johnston on the bench, and I just picked up Vidal. So I was heavily invested in the Chargers. Now that the offensive line went down, Quentin Johnston, he's gone. Vidal got me 3 points this week. Ladd McConkey got me 9. The only consistent person on that whole team right now to even rely on is Herbert. So I'm at the point right now where I'm about to start Joe Flacco over Herbert because I don't trust that offensive line to let Herbert get the job done.
I got Pittsburgh for 300, please. They brought Danny down.
But I want the Chargers to win because it's a Sunday night football game and it's in LA.
Do they even got fans?
They do now.
Oh shit!
I should say black and yellow for sure. Yeah, roll with the Steelers. It's the safest bet, for sure. Here's the game of the week right here. Monday Night Football coming up.
The dump of the week on Monday
No,
night.
sir. You trying to be funny?
No, I think this is going to be a dump of a game. I think both teams are going to lay an egg. I think it's going to be 10-7.
What
And I think both offenses are going to fall flat on their face.
team can't beat either one of these teams?
I'm
We
finna
shall
say
see, we
this.
shall see that.
I'm finna say
You
this.
won't see. You ain't got no choice but to see because they're
Week
on their
17.
schedule.
Yeah, week 17 when they come to town, we'll see.
You ain't got
I'm,
no choice. You better beat Philly.
I'm finna say this. Both teams got Georgia players. I'm going with Green Bay. They heated. They just lost. And first take gonna deal up Philly. And Green Bay gonna get mad. And Green Bay finna take it out on Philly.
It's like I got to pay Dennis Holmes a visit this week because he definitely was bad mouthing Green Bay earlier in the year. And I remember the video I made about his Philadelphia Eagles, him and his Philadelphia Eagles. It's still there on social media for y'all to check out, by the way. Yeah. We not going to talk about that Viagra team
Oh.
you know, we're not going to talk about the team that's on Viagra. We definitely ain't going to talk about that. Okay.
I got Green Bay on that game.
I'm taking the Packers because I think the Packers play up to the potential when they play teams.
Yep.
Very good teams. And this is in Green Bay. We're not allowing that shit. And we owe them lick back for what they did for when the refs let them get away with that playoff game. We ain't forget. Oh my goodness, have traded Eagles mascot for the Bulldogs. LMAO.
No.
Chargers have stayed in San Diego. Well, apparently your vitals are off.
Who you taking in this one, Andy?
Oh, I'm taking
Brett
Philly.
took Philly. Brett taking Philly. Wait a minute, Andy, you taking who?
I'm taking Philly.
Oh, it looked like next week I can't wait.
I'm
cannot
taking
wait.
Green Bay.
Listen, Andy, you are making next week a can't wait week. I cannot wait till next week. You just keep sleeping.
I may or may not have just been paid $5 to take Philly from a certain Philly fan of ours. So.
Oh, okay.
I may have been endorsed to take Philly.
Fan. Who was that? It better not be Dennis Holmes.
No. The person who introduced us. You forget he's a Philly fan.
Yes, I know. Willie, you tell Willie. I said you tell Mr. Willie Bent. You tell Willie Bent. I said he could come on the show at any point and interject. Mr. Willie LaFontaine. Tell Willie LaFontaine. I said, listen. He know where I'm at. We could make a nice little gentleman's way. I can't wait till next week. I can't wait.
So this is the last game of the week, right? This is the last pick.
Absolutely. Last game of the week. Hell yeah.
Last game of the week, last pick. I believe that the Green Mean Machine is going to roll into Lambeau Field because Lambeau proved last week that it doesn't matter but if it's Lambeau Field. And the Eagles are going to roll over the Packers this week.
What? I cannot wait. Ooh, next.
And I think at the end of the game, Jair Alexander gives him a big middle finger.
Show him you ain't afraid.
I cannot wait till next week. Yes, I know we lost Kraft. I know.
I think Jair Alexander at the end of that game gives a big middle finger to the crowd.
Oh, he's probably doing that regardless.
We're gonna jump his goofy ass.
That's a revenge game.
And we're gonna jump his goofy ass for it too. If he do that. As if like we didn't give him the best years of his career.
I wouldn't even be surprised if he starts a fight before the game, just on spite, because that's how much of a bad attitude he has.
Yeah, okay, and he gonna get his goofy ass whooped too. That's okay. I can't wait till next. See, y'all already.
This is why I wanted to choose the picks thing because I knew this would create something.
See, huh?
I'm sorry, you're breaking up. I couldn't understand that.
I see you trying to be the fire starter. Don't worry. I got you. I got you, my G. Wait till next week. I can't wait till next week. You gonna have to pay what you owe next week. Mm-hmm.
We shall see. Any given Sunday.
Cannot wait. All right, y'all. Let's get into this week's games. We're gonna go over the most important games. We're not going over every single game. Just the ones that's most important.
What are we starting off with?
Obviously.
Okay, so Green Bay, Carolina, obviously. I'll just say this real quick. Matt LaFleur, I'm going to whoop your ass if you don't find some damn consistency. Your offensive play calling is the reason why Green Bay is not undefeated right now. I'll whoop your silly ass. Literally, your defense gave up 13 points to the Browns. You would have thought if you give up only 13 points to the Browns, you should win the game, right? Wrong. You gave up only 16 points to the Carolina Panthers. You would have thought.
Don't forget about that tie.
That hurts.
You would have thought that you would beat the Carolina Panthers. Wrong. Okay. So guess what? Matt LaFleur, you literally put us out of position majority of these seasons because you lose games that you shouldn't. I really was hoping that Green Bay would be a number 1 seed this year, and now I don't see it. I don't see it now. Thanks a lot. That's all I'm going to say. Thanks to you. You don't get it done this year, I think Green Bay needs to be looking for a new coach as well. Or you need to be on a hot seat.
Hey, we'll trade you Sean McDermott.
No.
Is Sean McDermott better than Matt LaFleur? Oh, no. I don't know about that.
It's even.
Same category.
They are in the same category, to be honest.
Different sides of the ball, but same category.
Yes, they are. What if the Browns trade David Njoku to the Packers? We right back in business if that happens.
They're not gonna.
You just don't want them to. I see you. You being a hater.
No. I was listening to a show earlier today, and the guy made good points. Like, if they were gonna trade Njoku, they would have done it earlier in the season because they got Fannin
last year. I just don't think
you know what I mean. Like I just
don't think they're gonna trade Njoku.
He's their best wide receiver.
What game are you talking about? My bad.
You know what I mean? Like, if you really think about it, he's their best he's their best pass catcher. They're not going
to Carolina, Rob.
Yeah, they're going to beat their own head in with a mallet if they trade that guy. He's too valuable to that. He's too for that position and what they're paying him for that organization. He's too valuable for them to trade him away.
We talk about Green Bay, Carolina.
No, I'm just talking about Njoku. In general, he's not one of those guys. Like they've gotten calls on him, but nobody's budging because they're not getting rid of him.
Carolina got lucky. They got real lucky. But again, Green Bay played down to the competition.
Did they announce? Did the Cowboys announce what this stupid trade was that they finalized yet?
Not that I'm aware of.
I know that he was teasing everybody today, saying that they have a deal finalized. They just haven't announced it yet, and it's to take up for their shortcomings on the field. So I mean, I imagine it's a defensive player, but they just haven't announced it yet. He said it's a big player.
Well, that ain't a whole defense.
Yeah, that's one player. He's gonna make up shit.
Right.
Yeah. So I mean, who's this one player that you're trading for, Jerry? Like, come on, what's the big
Unless they're
secret?
trading 3 or 4 first rounders for Miles Garrett or somebody
Right.
like that. I
Max
don't see
Cosby.
nothing changing.
Right. The way they played tonight, oh my God, they could not stop a nosebleed.
Yeah, they said that there was a deal signed and sealed, and there was a player on its way this week. They just couldn't announce it until after the games were over.
And they also said Michael Jordan, my first cousin.
I mean, hey, you never know.
The one thing that I did like though is I did like to see that the offense did not give up though in that Green Bay game, even though that they were losing. They definitely were fighting still.
Right. The Seattle game, Seattle's going to be a problem. Huh? They're going to be a problem. I can't hear you, Andre.
Hey, but I hate to do this. Hopefully you heard that. I hate to do this. I hate to do it.
Do it.
Here we go again. I'm putting it back up there. Putting it back up there again. Time to call my shot again. We see this last year from him in Minnesota.
What, San Donald?
Yeah. We seen this very same thing last year when he played in Minnesota.
But
and what ended up happening?
they lost. Bad.
You're being nice, sir. I would say that Minnesota was probably the most disappointing team last year.
But
After you go 14-3, you get your ass bust 2 weeks in a row, and that 14-win season went right out the door very quickly.
Andre,
Very
let me ask
that the
you a
Vikings
question.
historically, don't they usually win a bunch of games, lose at the end of the season, get their head knocked out of the playoffs? That's who literally been there.
Right. How many times we see it happen from Minnesota all the time? I can't hear you, my brother. I can't hear you. I still can't hear you.
Yeah, it's still not
Ron.
true.
Hey, Ron.
Yeah.
Wait, Ron. Can you hear me?
Andre.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Ron, who was the quarterback, sir?
For who? San Donald.
Yeah. What happened last year? Was he seeing ghosts again?
They got their ass whooped last year.
Looks like he was seeing ghosts again.
But once again, this nothing new to the whole world. This what Minnesota do. They have a good season.
No. This is what Sam Darnold does. No, sir. This is what Sam Darnold does.
Okay, how many times before Sam Donald got there, Minnesota had a good season and they choked at the end?
Minnesota, listen, they're going to skull. I always told you that Minnesota's going to skull.
Skull
I was surprised
well.
that no, when I say skull, I mean that's not a good thing. That's a bad thing. They get scolded every time.
Okay,
they're going to skull. They're going to skull. I was surprised that Detroit didn't scold their ass this past week. Once again, Detroit showing their true colors too. Just when you think Detroit gonna turn the corner, Detroit make you question them. I'm not surprised about none of these teams in the NFC North. None of them. Zero. I've been disappointed with every team, including the Green Bay Packers, because for some reason they can never turn the corner when it matters most. And I tell you what, the worst is them though. Detroit, that was pretty bad last year.
Yeah.
Getting your ass busted second round by Washington. That was bad. And then
But Andre,
Minnesota
that
was
what
just
happened. That what happened when your head coach always won't go for it instead of taking the points.
okay. Well, guess what? I tell you what. I'm gonna call my shot here right now. You heard the music, and this is what I'm gonna say. Sam Darnold's gonna do the same thing again. Watch. Watch.
Mm.
Watch.
Right.
Let me ask you this question: Seattle paying him?
Yeah.
Oh, Seattle gonna pay him?
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. Interesting. Minnesota sure didn't.
And look at Minnesota now.
Okay.
They just won that. How many games Minnesota won so far? What they record?
What can y'all do me a favor in the comment section? Can you look up Sam Darnold's contract with Seattle right now?
No.
I can look it up right
We
now.
can't do that. They is a whole team. Look up Minnesota record right now. You cannot separate the two. And you taught me that one, Andre.
So tell you this. Once again, Sam Darnold
No, Darnold's contract runs through 2027.
You see?
Also, Seattle paid him then.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they already paid him.
Oh,
Yeah, they
I
already paid him.
told you that.
And guess what? Guess what? That makes
He's
it
worth the
even
money.
better. Guess what?
He's got a 3-year contract.
Hey, Rams. Hey, 49ers. Y'all should be glad about that.
But
At
the
least we know,
49er problem
their
is
team won't be making it that far. And that's no offense to Seattle because I think they're doing a really good job this year.
right.
But
The
when it comes down to
49ers
the
problem
playoffs,
is
when it comes to the playoffs, sir, you got to perform. Your quarterback has to perform.
You do. But the 49ers problem is Matt Jones playing really good football right now. Will you pay Brock
Mac
Bowers?
Jones is originally the person they wanted.
Right, but what are you going to do with the other one? Brock Purdy. What are you going to do with him?
Early on Darnold. I mean, he's only played one playoff game. Last year was
No,
his first attempt.
what I'm saying, he's playing really good football right now. I'm not saying he, Tom Brady, he just.
Yeah, but San Francisco had Darnold. They let him go.
Right. And they could have been.
He was in Carolina.
He was in Carolina. He was with the 49ers. He was with Minnesota.
With the 49ers.
Yeah, he was with the 49ers for a minute.
He was with the 49ers.
They gave him the bounce that ass treatment.
Right.
Yeah, they just signed him. They signed him as a backup. I think it was like last year, toward the beginning of the season, and then they released him or something, or either that or they traded him to Minnesota. It was one of the two.
And Minnesota got him, and they signed him. Then they let him go, and Seattle came in and said, "Hey, you out there."
Yeah, because originally he went from Carolina to San Francisco, and then
right. So, I mean, it is what it is. He's not my quarterback. I don't claim the fool. So, if you want to see ghosts out there, be my guest.
Green Bay is in a good position though, because they have cap room for next year.
Right.
They got $45 million in cap space. And that's with signing Jordan Love to the extension.
Right, we do. We ain't stupid.
Right.
Hello.
Jordan Love is going to be a problem.
Hello. Green Bay is one of the best teams at developing talent. There's no
But you know who's in an even better position next season, and the Bills got to be worried. The Patriots, they have $82 million to spend.
Yeah, the Patriots. Shout out to Boston.
And guess what?
What up, Tasha? I see you.
Drake May.
And guess what?
Yeah, but you know what though? They can rest with Drake May right now because he's still got 3 more years on his contract.
And guess what? They don't take no food stamp either.
They're going to sign him before probably the way he's playing. He's going to sign by next year.
Well, I mean, by next year, but I mean, they can still do that and restructure it, but they still got $82 million in space to spend.
Right.
Like, if they
Yeah,
want
but
to go buy somebody, they
all
can
of a
go.
sudden when it's $60 million hit from him,
Whoever is a free agent running back next year, I guarantee they're going to the Patriots. Whoever's going to be whoever the top free agent running back is next year, they're going to New England, because then they're going to have their main guy, and then they're going to have their guy that they drafted this year. They're going to have Travion Henderson, and then because they're not sold on Ramondre Stevenson, they're about done with him. Just like they were done with the guy that came to Buffalo, and he was here for like a season.
But
yeah, Nico Shaw, guess what? I got the details of Sam Darnold's contract thanks to Melanie in the comment section. She said he signed a 3-year, 500,000 contract.
Yeah,
It
$89
includes
million, $40 million bonus.
It includes $32 million signing bonus, a $55 million guaranteed, and an annual salary of 33.5. That's not bad though. You know what the running rate for quarterbacks is right now?
Right.
In 2025.
As soon as he shows up next year, he gets $33.9 million guaranteed.
Yes, he do. Darnold has a base salary of $5.3 million and a signing bonus of $32 million and a workout bonus of $200,000, while carrying a cap hit of 13.4 and a dead cap hit of 37.5. So guess what that means, sir?
They're stuck with him. Here's a deal.
That means Seattle's married to his ass.
Right.
So until he starts seeing ghosts again.
As soon as he shows up in 2027, he gets $41.9 million.
So once again, Andre, we cannot separate the team and him. We can't. They are together.
But you guys also know that this is going to be a tryout contract from now on. This is going to be a norm for backup quarterbacks. Because if it doesn't work out,
he's better than both the Falcons quarterbacks.
Maybe
this is going to be a norm for contracts for bridge quarterbacks that are just coming over the hump and showing what they're doing. Like, you can see the trend. You know what I mean? Like, they're basically giving them rookie contracts all over again. Because if you compare Sam Darnold's contract to rookie contracts, the only thing different is the bonus. Because if you look at Ward's contract, he's making base salary $7 million a year. So basically, all they did was bump that up with the bonus, and they gave him basically $32 million every season for a bonus. They basically gave him a rookie contract with bonus incentives. And then on the other side, the other side of the pendulum, you got Wentz that just makes fucking dirt cheap money. He makes $1 million.
Wentz is always Wentz, and he's garbage. Next game.
Monday.
What game are we talking about?
Monday.
Atlanta, New England? Ron, why do you want to put yourself in this situation?
Because it got to be said, and nobody's not saying it enough.
I mean, you could just leave that in for doing that dumpster juice, and we just talk about something else.
Well,
you want to talk about it so bad.
It don't matter to me. It don't matter to me. Can't hear you, Andre.
My man needs a new mic.
Man, you just like McDonald's. Your Wi-Fi terrible. Can't hear you, my brother.
Still can't hear you.
Still can't hear you.
Can't hear you, dude.
Awful.
There
you hear that?
It's starting to.
I don't know. I don't know how this happens. This is a brand new computer too, so this is kind of annoying me.
Yeah.
With that being said, nevertheless, technology sucks sometimes. But Ron, guess what?
What?
It's no different than your Atlanta Falcons.
What?
Technical difficulties all the time. Oh no, that would be the Miami Dolphins. Technical difficulties all the time. Jay Renard, if you come in my inbox one more time and tell me about a Packers game that we lost, yet your team been shitty all year long, sir, I'm 2 seconds from making a whole highlight reel on your team. It's like more. It's more like Packers losing to the Browns and
I mean, who's going to be the best receiver when Waddle's gone? Westbrook,
hey
Ignite,
Dalton. Hey Dalton, I got a question.
Malik Washington.
I got a question. I got a question for you, Dalton. Never mind. I can't even say that. That's not even nice. That wouldn't be nice to make fun of New Orleans.
See,
I know that city is supposed to be under sea level, so
Where?
I know y'all ain't getting no type of I know y'all not getting no type of reception whatsoever.
It's Monday night.
down
Since
there.
when are we nice?
I'm just saying, no, I can't make the comment I was about to make. That wouldn't have been nice. Too nice. All I'm gonna say is your team is been under sea level and under sea water. Y'all ain't getting no type of reception, not even from your fans. Did the bags come back out? I'm just wondering. Hold on. I think I got one.
I think
Wait
they
a
got
minute.
one more.
Wait a
bag.
minute, y'all. Wait a minute. I think I found it.
Dang.
Oh, it don't fit. I'm sorry. Oh, it
Dang.
fit.
Well, I mean, it would only fit a New Orleans fan. So I mean, you're not a New Orleans fan. So
I'm
why
just
would it
saying,
fit you?
do this look familiar to you, Dalton?
Ouch. That joint that heartburn, yeah.
I'm just wondering, sir. I know you live in Texas, but you're a Saints fan, sir.
Even Master P, Cash Money don't claim New Orleans Saints. Now
You know
that's
what?
it.
You know what? You know what? Wouldn't surprise me at the trade deadline tomorrow for like little shit trades. It wouldn't surprise me if Willie Gay was sent back to KC.
Dang.
You be quiet. Don't be putting that shit out there. They don't need nobody.
It wouldn't surprise me though because of the way that
Oh
the
no,
Bills
Andy,
tore
you
up.
just
tore up somewhere in that first-
no. DJ Nico Shaw, go ahead and put that out there. Andy just don't want you to put it out there because his ass is afraid what's gonna happen in January. Mr. Circle the Wagons, you was talking all that. I cannot wait till next week. You was talking all this junk. I cannot wait till next week, sir. You know that it's gonna be a combustible show next week. You just know this.
Mm-hmm.
Ron, that's what Ron, that's what
right.
hey, Ron, that's what they doing on the Atlanta Falcons bench right now. Yawning every time they see your kicker go out on the field to try to win a football game.
But
I mean, are we
did
sure
we
that's
just
the
beat
kind of game
Buffalo
that
a couple of weeks ago?
betting on stuff?
You did. You guys had a great game plan.
The Falcons tore that ass up. I ain't even gonna hold you.
They had a great game plan.
You ain't even pay. Listen, you didn't even pay your dues for that ass whooping that y'all got, sir.
I actually didn't even watch it because I had COVID. I was sleeping. I woke up. I was mad as hell. I was like, "Son of a bitch!"
Somebody was on some Crooklyn shit. I woke up in this morning.
I was sitting there. I was like, I was like, man. I seen the comments. I was like, I woke up and I was like, were we really that bad? I had to call my boy. Like, it's a real big Bills fan, my boy Ronnie, and I was like, yo, were we really bad? And he was like, dude, we were bad. I was like, oh my god. I'm like, for real? I'm like, they're gonna tear me up on the show.
Andre,
oh man,
what that old song? I want to get away.
I was like, man, I feel so bad. I said, they're probably tearing Andy's ass up right now.
But yeah,
no, because I was.
Hold on, is that who? What Kravitz is that?
Because we both weren't here. I figured they took it all out on you.
Lenny Kravitz.
No. They were saving it
Lenny
for you because
Kravitz.
you're the one
that
were sorry.
He said, "I want to get away. I want to."
Yeah, right.
And you know what sucked even worse is that it was my birthday weekend too, and I couldn't even go out and enjoy it.
It brought a tear to my eye.
Couldn't even enjoy it. I had fucking COVID. I was pissed. Well, I'm glad you tipped one up for me, buddy.
I did. I told my cousin. Oh,
I
gee.
know, and then right next to the week right after, you're gonna go and get your ass bust. Like,
No,
Hey,
sir. No, sir. You ain't slick. You got your ass bust 2 weeks in a row.
it's
2
all
weeks in
good.
a row.
It's all right though, because you know what? We just took down the king last night.
who's the king?
You didn't take
Mahomes.
down the king. Oh my
Who?
goodness. I cannot. Sir.
Until
I
we beat
cannot.
him in the playoffs,
Oh
it
yes.
doesn't
I'm
really
glad
matter.
we talking about this game. Please let's talk about this one. Yeah, we
Please,
need to
let's
talk
talk
about this
about
game right
this.
here. Yeah, we need to talk about this one. I'm about sick of you Buffalo Bills fans sitting up
We
here
took down the king last
circling the
night.
wagon.
Y'all are
No, no,
salty
no, no.
about
You
it
don't get
because
to no. You don't get to say we took down the king until we beat him in the fucking playoffs.
Look,
Thank
We
you.
beat him in the regular
Thank you,
season
Andy.
all
It's
the
about
time.
time somebody said, sir, stop circling the wagons. I'm telling you, that's a bad that y'all need to change that slogan.
and
Stop
we
with that
won't even
damn
see
slogan.
them in the playoffs with the
That
downslope that
slogan
they're
is killer.
showing.
And then
What?
everyone's just gonna say, "Well, you didn't play the Chiefs, so does it really matter?"
I
I
don't
If I
look
even
said
at
what?
it
care at
like
that
this.
point. When you raise a trophy, it fucking matters.
I look at
Hold
it
on.
like this. If y'all don't beat them in the playoffs,
I don't give a
soon,
fuck if we
wait a
play
minute,
them in the
wait,
playoffs or not.
wait a minute. Soon it's at 0.00. Your ball headed head coach need to get fired right then and there. No
Mm.
ifs buts about it. I tired looking at his drunk ass. I tired looking at him. He been with y'all for 9 years. That's too damn long. I tired. Every year he make your excuses. Where my defense? Where my offense? Ain't you a defensive coordinator?
Follow that shit up. Uh-oh. And of course, you saw what was blinking. You saw what was blinking.
Because I tired looking at his bald head ass.
I gotta call him back, Rod. I gotta call him back. Inspector Gadget.
Because to me, you a defensive coordinator. You know defense, but why your defense don't show up when it get to Patrick Mahomes?
Hey, Rod, you want to hear the funny thing? You ready for the funniest bit? Ready for the funniest shit? The way they circle the wagons, it wouldn't even matter if Kansas City wasn't in the playoffs. Somehow they're gonna find a way to circle the wagons. All them little slogans that y'all be coming up with. Find a way. Yep, I'm sure you will find a way to circle the wagons every year, and then it's gonna be an excuse. Ain't no excuse this year. If he look, sir,
Uh,
if he do
All I
not
just
make it to the
saying,
Super Bowl, if he do
y'all.
not make it to the Super Bowl or the AFC Championship game, sir, I am firing Sean McDermott. I don't know why y'all keep trying to get this man so much slack.
All I know, y'all beat them during the season, but time y'all get to the playoff, y'all see Patrick Mahomes.
You know what it is. 0 and 4.
Y'all
0 and
can't beat him.
4. 0
Yeah.
and 4.
And your
He know
head
what it is,
coach,
even if they don't play the sir. Have you seen the AFC this year?
yeah.
Dude, and ain't even oh my goodness. Sir, it's not even written in the stars that y'all even gonna be a number one seed this year.
I mean, I just saying.
It's not even written in the stars. Who would y'all see in the first round of the playoffs? If the playoffs started today,
Denver,
right now, who would y'all see in the
Today?
playoffs?
Pittsburgh.
Oh, you want to know that?
Pittsburgh, Denver, the Colts.
That hold on, that's Pittsburgh in Pittsburgh, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, that doesn't matter. They're gonna get bounced either way.
Who is?
Pittsburgh.
You crazy.
Okay, so you
Stop
want
it.
to so
We
you want
played them
so
two
you want to know
times
if the
over the last
playoffs
5
started
years in
today,
the
what the
playoffs,
seeds
and
would
they
be,
got their
correct?
ass whooped
Yep,
each
I
time.
want to know. Tell me
Okay,
what the
so
seeds will be.
if the seeds started today for the playoffs, the Colts would be the number 1 seed still.
Correct.
The Patriots would be the number 2 seed.
Which means
The
Buffalo will be 3.
the Broncos would be 3.
Oh, right. The Broncos will be 3. So that means y'all 4.
No, we're
No,
5.
no,
We're
the
not a division
4.
winner.
No, no, no. The
Oh, that's
4
right. You ain't the
would be the
4?
Steelers.
Correct. Right, because the first four is divisional
So you know who would be number
champions.
5?
The
Buffalo.
Patriots.
The Bills.
Buffalo, the Bills, which means Buffalo would have to go to
New England.
No,
Ooh.
Wisconsin.
Pittsburgh. No.
We would go
No,
to
we
Pittsburgh.
would go to New England. No, we
No,
would go
we
to
would go to
Denver.
Pittsburgh.
We would go to Denver. We would go to Denver.
It's 4
Denver,
versus
Denver
5,
is the 4
3
seed.
versus 6, 2 versus
Steelers.
7. How are we
Okay.
playing this?
So it would be the Chargers lost. So the Chiefs lost. Steelers won. They move up to 4. And the Jaguars are right in line with the Chargers and the Chiefs, and we're right above all of them. So the Bills would be the top seed for the teams that are left. So we would play, honestly, it wouldn't be the Steelers. It would
Yes,
not
it
be
would. They're the
no, it
4
would
seed.
not. No. We would play
Oh,
the
I know.
Chargers.
Colts
We
are
would play the
1 for the
Chargers.
AFC
We would
South.
play the Chargers
How? They're a wild
because
card.
the Chiefs would be above the Chargers.
How? The Broncos are leading that division.
Yeah, the
Jesus Christ.
Broncos.
We'd be playing Pittsburgh.
Oh, I know.
DJ Nico Shaw, I'm looking at it right now. The Bills will play the Steelers right now
In Pittsburgh.
in Pittsburgh right now.
In Pittsburgh.
Yes.
Oh,
And you
I
think you're
know.
beating Pittsburgh in Pittsburgh? That's
Ooh.
what you think.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh
Yes.
my God. Oh my God.
Yes.
Oh my God. I could name about 5 reasons why y'all wouldn't beat Pittsburgh.
And
So
it
go
ain't
ahead.
the running game.
Y'all cannot stop the running game.
Yeah,
No.
we can stop Jalen Warren. Augusta Wynn can knock over Jalen Warren.
So once again,
Your
Okay.
Steelers offensive line is not
okay,
going to
here's
be
where
run down.
watch this. Here's where playoff football comes into play. Sir, I'm sure that Pittsburgh already knows that literally James Cook, nobody cooks without James Cook cooking, correct? I already know this, right? So with that being said, Mike Tomlin has one of the better defensive front fours in the league right now. He has some of the better linebackers. I get it. They haven't been the greatest in the secondary, but if that secondary, by the way, who plays, guess what? The Buffalo Bills receivers, I'm gonna be honest, the jig is up, by the way, when it comes to those receivers. Palmer is a wash. Keon Coleman has been a wash this year. Elijah Moore is a wash. The only one that I'm actually giving any credit to is Dalton Kincaid and maybe Shakur. Sir, I'm man-to-man coverage on all of those. Spying Josh Allen, and I'm sending my front four. Have a good day with that in Pittsburgh. Have a good day with that.
It hasn't
Screaming.
worked.
Huh?
You've tried this before. It doesn't work.
Tried what before?
Josh has beaten the Steelers in the playoffs like 2 or 3 of the last 5 years.
Correct. And that Pittsburgh Steelers was not the same Pittsburgh Steelers team. Not
The
even
defense
close.
is basically the same.
Not
Offense
even
is different.
remotely
Defense is
close.
the same? You're telling me that
Not
front
even-
seven isn't the same?
Not even remotely close. Are you kidding me? So you expect Keon Coleman to win one-on-one with who?
No, I expect
He ain't winning one-on-one
Dawson
with
Knox to
Joey
win
Porter.
their one-on-one battles and Khalil Shakur to off a play action because we will run on you.
Oh, they would have to run James Cook about 30, 40 times.
No.
20,
Sir.
25.
No,
Again,
not compared to
you're
the
telling
rankings.
me Darius Slay,
Not compared to the defensive rankings that I'm looking at right now.
Darius Slay, right now. Don't forget that they went and got Jabel Preppers too at the safety position. By the way, the Steelers look pretty good on defense this week too.
What does that matter when you're not going to be able to pass?
Who's not going to be able to pass?
Pittsburgh.
You're crazy. What? On Buffalo secondary?
Nope.
You're tripping. You are
Okay.
absolutely tripping. You're
Okay.
bugging. So you think
Go look up Buffalo's passing defense. See where they're ranked right now.
Okay, watch this. Buffalo's passing defense, that is a definite misconception. And the reason why that's a misconception is for the fact that teams know that they can run on Buffalo. If I can run on Buffalo, I don't need to pass. I don't need to pass 20, 30 times a game. That's why Buffalo's secondary.
Where was that run game? Yes, the other day in Kansas City. Where was that run game?
Kansas City don't have no legitimate run game, and Pacheco was
Where
out.
was Carolina's running game? They got Rico Dowell, who's keeping up with Jonathan Taylor. We were just talking about it. Where was
the
that?
Panthers? Okay, watch this, and I will tell you, the Panthers gonna Panther. But you wasn't saying that against that. You wasn't saying that against Atlanta, was you? You wasn't saying that against New England, was you? You wasn't saying that the week before, prior to that either.
I'm sorry,
you wasn't saying that against Baltimore, was you? Was you saying that? You wasn't saying that the first 5 weeks of the season, sir. You think because you got away with the Panthers, the neighborhood-friendly Panthers, and you got away with Kansas City not having Pacheco, you think all of a sudden now y'all could – okay, watch this. Who the Bills play next week?
Miami.
Next.
Who I got a question. Who's the running backs in Miami?
Does it matter?
Answer the question. Yeah, it matters.
Insane. It don't matter.
Obviously, Miami not going to win the game. Miami not going to win the game, but who's the runners?
Achane.
Achane and Mostert, right?
No, I don't think it's Mostert.
No, it's Ollie Gordon.
Oh, Ollie Gordon.
He sucks. Rookie.
Okay, he sucks. We can check off Miami. Miami gonna suck
anyway. So I'm looking at the rankings up until week 9. So the Bills have given up 1,000 yards on the ground, and they've only given up 1,100 yards in the air for the whole season.
I know because teams know that they can run on them.
So I hate to go here, but I finna go here. I heard before our game, y'all were going to dust our ass. And it was barbecue chicken.
Please, Ron, let them know that they had no answer. No answer for what's his name?
No. You ain't about to get away with that. Jaylen Warren is not that boy down there in Atlanta. They are
Sir, you didn't hold on. You had no answer for Drake London, though. You had zero answer for
Andre, pull up that game for me, please.
The actual running back.
Right,
so we can focus in on the Steelers.
So let me ask you this question. Hold on, I got a question. So you're telling me Pittsburgh's run game hasn't gotten better in the last 3 weeks?
They're not going to be able to run on us the way they need to. I'm going to tell you that right now. And we're going to see it in a couple of weeks.
Andre,
we're going to see it in a couple of weeks.
I want to see this game. I want to see this game.
Brett just made a perfect point. Pittsburgh literally stopped Jonathan Taylor. You think they can't stop James Cook?
And I like James
All
Cook.
they had to do is stack the box. There's nobody they can even really throw to, and
they took advantage.
That's exactly my point. So that's my point. Pittsburgh. If I'm Pittsburgh, I'm stacking. Hold on. If I'm Pittsburgh, I'm stacking the box.
But our receivers are better than Indies.
What?
Our receivers are way better than
Indies.
I
totally disagree with that. I totally disagree with
Michael,
that.
okay, so who's
Sir,
Michael?
You don't even have a better receiver. Timeout. You don't have a better receiver than Tyler Warren right now, sir. What receiver on the Bills is better than Tyler Warren?
So Dalton Kincaid isn't as good as Tyler Warren?
No, he's not. No, he is not. Stop this madness right now. Stop the madness.
Tell me this.
Kincaid is not better than Tyler
You
Warren.
don't get to say
Stop
you're
this
top 5
madness.
as a rookie.
What?
I'm sorry.
Oh my God.
Tell me this.
Cannot. What am I hearing right now?
Tell me this.
Kincaid is better than Tyler Warren? Really?
Yes, he's a rookie. He has not shown the consistency to be able to do that in the
Dolphins.
NFL.
We got the Buccaneers.
No.
Got the
Tyler
Texans.
Warren's rookie year is better than Dalton Kincaid's rookie year by a mile. What are we talking about?
And then the Steelers week 13.
Yes, because they actually throw to him all the time.
Because they
see what he just did this week?
That's a weak excuse. You're telling me, sir, somebody pull up, please can we pull up Tyler Warren's stats compared to Dalton Kincaid's this year right now?
I can take a look at him right now.
By the way,
mine
their
is
quarterback
yesterday.
is Danny Dimes. I also want you to remember that who you play with matters. Oh, do I have to do the Marcus Betts impression again?
Yeah.
Who you play with matters. Sir, they're playing with Danny Dimes as their quarterback. You really think that Dalton Kincaid is better than Tyler Warren? Stop this madness.
Yes, I do.
I cannot. Bro, Dalton Kincaid is not, first of all, so let me ask this question. If he better than Tyler Warren, right? That's what you said, right? Okay. Is he better than Tucker Kraft?
No.
Not this year, but career-wise, I'd say.
What? Not this, sir.
I'm done.
No. I cannot. Watch out, sir.
Yeah, I know.
He wasn't better than Tucker Kraft last year. What are we? What? In what world?
I didn't even hear his name until this year. So I don't really watch a lot of Packers games.
Sir, his notoriety. Wait a minute. Tucker Kraft's notoriety was made last year. That's why you heard his name this year. It's because his notoriety literally was made last year, and then this year he just broke out. Especially because Packers receivers was injured. Dalton Kincaid is not better. You got Dalton Kincaid on your top 5 tight end list right now?
I got him about 8th. I think that's fair.
You got him at 8. So that means you got Tyler Warren where?
10.
Name
He's
the
playing like
other
a top
8.
10 tight end, but
Name the other 8 tight ends better than Tyler Warren right now. Name them. I'd love to hear this. I gotta hear it. I'd love to hear it. Name them. Where?
The Lions tight end. I can't remember his name, but
Sam Laporta.
Yeah.
Okay. 1.
I mean, are we just talking this year, or are we talking career-wise?
Yes, best tight ends this year. Who?
I said if you're talking career-wise, you got Kelsey, Kittle.
No, I'm talking about this year.
I mean, Arizona's tight end.
Trey
McBride. He's definitely up there.
McBride. Continue. I heard 3, and you stopped.
I'm drawing a little blank. I haven't watched a lot of tight ends this year.
Wow. Sir, the fact that you stopped at 3 and you haven't watched a lot of tight ends tells me there's no way in hell you got Tyler Warren at 10.
Listen, until he does it.
Just being honest, and I can name some tight ends.
Top 10 tight end. That's just what it is. I don't put rookies in the top 5, top 10 until they've done it for a couple years.
Really? So you don't put – hold on, watch this. So Malik Neighbors last year was a rookie wide receiver. Brian Thomas was a rookie wide receiver. They weren't top 10 wide receivers because they're rookies?
No, they weren't. Not really.
That is absolutely absurd. That is the weirdest – that is the craziest logic
until people show that they – because is Brian Thomas Jr. playing that way this year? He's on the trade block. Malik Neighbors injured.
Okay, Malik Neighbors is injured. That's the only reason why he ain't playing at that level. Did you watch Malik Neighbors this year before he got injured?
Yeah, he was definitely, and had he finished out this year playing like that, then he would definitely be in the top.
Yo, don't you start your shit talking about something. It's gonna be a long night. Long night. Brock Bowers was a rookie last. Oh, thank you, Dalton. Perfect example. Brock Bowers was a rookie last year. He was in the top 10 tight end last year.
He was the tight end.
Yes, thank you. Wait a minute.
But when you're talking about a person can play one season at a top 10, but if they don't continually do it, you ain't gonna put them up there. I need to see consecutive seasons of players before I put them places.
Shout out to Brock Bowers.
Brock Bowers is pretty good, but he ain't.
He fucking killed it last night.
Shout out to
Bowers killed it yesterday.
Brock Bowers came from Georgia. shout out to Buck Bowers. I knew he was going to be a difference maker.
Here we go
All
with
right.
the Jordan thing again.
All right,
Just gonna
so
put this out there. Hold on.
so we're
Just
looking
go.
for what production? Wait, you're looking for production
Yes.
and like which
Tyler Warren. By the way,
tight ends?
by the way, I want to mention this real quick. Tyler Warren plays on a run-heavy offense as well, and Tyler Warren is still projected to go over 1,000+ yards this year as a rookie.
I understand.
Tight
I
end.
understand. But it's literally the CJ Stroud thing. 1 year of great production. Where is he now? Is he in your top 10 QBs? Because he ain't in mine.
Who?
CJ Stroud.
Yeah, but how many of those
Oh, wait a
how many
minute. But CJ Stroud to me is the exception. Let's be clear.
No. There
CJ
is no
Stroud
exception.
has
It's the
literally
same
had
thing.
every wide receiver on his team injured. Stephon Diggs was injured when he was there. Tank Dell was injured. Nico Collins was injured. Legitimately, every year. Hold on. Nico Collins is injured this year. Tank Dell was injured this year. Whatchamacallit? Once again, didn't he have Meacham too?
Yeah,
Did he injured? What?
But if
He
you're an
is the
elite quarterback,
exception.
shouldn't you be able to lift everybody else up? You should
Not
still be
every
winning. You
quarterback.
shouldn't have a below average record. Everybody thought Josh Allen was going to fall off the fucking thing when Diggs left. What happened? He won the goddamn MVP. I'm sorry.
Oh,
No
wait
fucking
a
excuses
whoa,
for
whoa,
injuries.
whoa,
Injuries
whoa,
are an
whoa,
excuse. You said that before.
whoa, sir. I'm gonna need you to back that all the way up, and let's not forget 2019, sir. 2018 and 2019, sir. Let's not forget that. It took Josh Allen 3 seasons, sir, and he
Yeah,
had to
and I
get
didn't have him
Stephon
in my top
Diggs,
5 until about 2022,
and
which
he
is
had to
fair.
get Stephon Diggs, sir. We're talking about what team has had the caliber of Stephon Diggs? First of all, CJ Stroud ain't even had a receiver the caliber of Stephon Diggs. Nico Collins, who you think first and foremost, who you think made Nico Collins?
He did. But
Okay.
are they
Who you
winning
think
football
made
games?
Tank Dell? Hold on. Who you think made Tank Dell?
I think Tank Dell, wherever he went, would have been great. So I ain't gonna say. I ain't gonna say
Interesting.
he made him.
Very interesting. Because okay. And what year is Tank Dell in?
Year 3, but he probably will never play again.
Okay. We're gonna reserve the right. We're gonna reserve the right for later conversation of this because there is no way I'm letting you get away with because they're rookies they can't come in the league and be top 10 right off production year 1. That's crazy. That is crazy work. I would be highly upset if I produced at a high level and you tell me I can't be top 10 because I'm a
Listen, you
rookie.
be top 10 that
That's a
year, but you
joke.
can't say when you're talking career wise.
No, I
Oh,
said
look,
this
the
year. I only
greatest
said 1 year. We saying
but
this year.
when you say top
This
10, I'm
year, you
thinking, all
can't
right.
name five. You can't name 5 tight ends better than Tyler Warren.
Better than
This
Tyler
year,
Warren? I
yes,
can.
he can't. He can't. He didn't though.
But I'm
Name
looking at
him.
the stats right now, so
Go ahead,
Yeah.
look at him and tell me. Tell me,
so
DJ Nico
so
Star.
now but the question I have is, are you guys looking for production or just overall?
I'm looking for overall, and remember, you have to remember what system they play in as well, and the
Okay, so
quarterback that they
the
play
most
with. Go ahead.
the most productive tight end this year, and
It's
this
been
is coming
Tucker
from
Craft.
no, it's Ferguson. It's Jake Ferguson. He's had 51 receptions. The only
Yep.
reason why that Tucker Craft is even in this conversation with this tight end is because of the fact that Ferguson has had 51 receptions. Now, if you go to the next tight end down, it's Trey McBride, 47 receptions. So they're being used in their offense quite a bit. Kyle Pitts is up there with 39 receptions. And granted, this is all stats from before the games yesterday.
Pitts ain't
Fannin,
no top
Fannin,
3
you know what I
tight
mean?
end.
You know what I mean?
Kyle Pitts
Fannin
is not a
has,
top 3 tight end.
you know
Kyle
what I
Pitts
mean?
is not. Kyle Pitts.
Well,
You're a
according to,
Vanna Felty. You're a
that's why I said,
Yes, you're a
according to
Vanna Felty
stats.
alum right here. I'll tell you, Kyle Pitts ain't no top 3.
No.
Is he?
But
Thank
according
you.
to the stats this season, as far as receptions go, I'm just telling you that he has 39 receptions, and the next one right below him is Harold Fannin, the backup to Njoku. Tyler Warren is the next one with 37 receptions, and he's tied with Travis Kelce before the game yesterday. So now to take it to a different point of view, now you have to look at the yardage. Now for the yardage, Tyler Warren has 492 yards for the season, and he has 3 tutties. He's averaging
He had 518. That was before yesterday.
Okay, so before yesterday, so he only got 20 more yards yesterday. So
right, that's because
a wash.
Pittsburgh locked that ass down this week.
So average a game, he's only averaging 61 a game. Now, if you want to look at it from a average a game standpoint, Tucker Kraft is averaging more before yesterday's game, but he's only had 30 receptions and 6 tutties, 67 yards a game. And then after that, it's and after that, and I have to say this because we're going by average of a game right now. Aronde Gadsden, who is also a rookie, has 64 yards a game on average for the season and 2 tutties. So Dalton Kincaid before yesterday, we're going to go back to that real quick because I'm coming up on his stats right now. Only has 21 receptions, but he also has 310 yards for the season and 3 tutties. And what he had 2 or 3 tutties yesterday. He had a monster game. So whatever the talk is regarding this, Dalton Kincaid just took a bigger step yesterday with the yardage and the average per game and with tutties to stay in line with Tyler Warren. But the four tight ends that are listed out on here, the top one of the food chain is Brock Bowers. But you also remember he's been hurt half the season anyway, and he's still up there with the top ones. And especially after yesterday's game, he's gonna be one of those guys that's gonna end off with most receptions on that Raiders team.
Nico Shaw, thank you for that. But I'm now going to say this. Dalton Kincaid is what receiving option on the Bills?
Probably like 1 or 2.
Say it again.
1 or 2.
Because I heard 1 or 2.
Yeah, 1 or 2,
right?
Shakir is number 2 or 1. Okay. And then you got Palmer and Elijah Moore. You know, they're mixed in there.
Do you know Tucker Kraft? Do you know Tucker Kraft? What his option is on the Packers? Do you know?
Probably number 1.
No, he's not.
What is he like?
Absolutely nowhere near number 1. Do you know how many legitimate receivers Green Bay has? All of their receivers are legit. He's definitely not number 1. He's definitely not a number 1. Jayden Reed, Christian Watson, Romeo Doubs. Oh my goodness! And there's more. There's more than just those 3. And I'm blanking on 2 others.
Tucker Kraft has had the most receptions, and he's had the most targets for the Green Bay Packers this season.
Absolutely. And why is that? Why is that?
Because everybody else is hurt?
Yes, thank you. So he wouldn't even be the number 1 option legitimately. Let's be clear on that.
The number 1 option right now is confirming from the stats for before yesterday. Romeo Doubs would be, if you're going by a wide receiver, he would have to be the number 1 option.
He would be the number 1 option. Yes, thank you. And Romeo Doubs is technically a number 3 option on the Packers. Jayden Reed and Christian Watson are 1 and 2, usually. And then everybody else falls in line. Trust and believe me, I know this. This is why I'm saying, once again, Tyler Warren literally plays on a run-heavy team with Danny Dimes as his quarterback, legitimately, and a running back who already damn near has 1,000 yards rushing for the season. And Adonai Mitchell and hold on. You said, wait a minute. Let me stop here. You said that the Bills receivers was better than the Colts.
He said that. I didn't say that.
Oh, I said
that.
What receiver on the Bills is better than the pairing of Adonai Mitchell and whatchamacallit?
Has he seen the field since his drop touchdown?
Adonai Mitchell and Michael Pittman Jr.
Michael Pittman Jr. Okay. I'll look
y'all sleeping on him right now. I know y'all not sleeping on him.
Michael Pittman Jr. 43 receptions.
Now tell me what Bills receiver got 43 receptions.
I just hit some just fine.
Rod, stop. Hold
just
on, Rod. No.
How many
Rod,
did
put the
Shakir have yesterday?
eye in the camera. Put the eye in the camera for me. Now say your famous line.
what happened?
No. The other one. The other one.
How many receptions did Shakir have yesterday?
The people waiting. The
Hold on.
people waiting. I just want to. I love to hear this. I love to hear this. I know y'all don't want to admit that they made a
The
mistake.
people waiting.
7.
With the receivers
They
they
had
got.
7.
But
Okay, so the
it's
top
time to
the top receiver on the Bills squad has 38 receptions.
38. 38.
A three catch difference.
That's a 5 catch difference, but that's okay. I get you. By the way, Jonathan Taylor runs the ball 20 to 25 plus times a game.
Wait a minute, Andre. But
What?
this my thing is.
You know what though?
He had 14 catches last game.
There's not really there's 20 touches of disparity between James Cook and Jonathan Taylor. 20 touches.
Do y'all think
So if you combine
who has the
the
better
Atlanta
quarterback?
game and the Jets game, not the Jets game, the Atlanta game and the game we played last week, if you combine those, that's where that's where we lost the touches.
You want to know why? How many touches did he have against Pittsburgh this week?
14.
Who, Jonathan Taylor?
And that's why they lost. That's why they got their ass handed to them. 14 touches. That's why they got their ass handed to them.
That's not going to get the job done
this week. That's why they got their ass handed to them this week.
Wait a minute. Y'all not talking about y'all defense, y'all secondary. If y'all go up 1-1 against DK Metcalf,
I cannot. DK Metcalf will have a field day.
Yeah.
We not even. I cannot.
Why are they going to try and run streaks the whole game?
Don't let them get another wide receiver.
Tell me when Buffalo has been able to stop the streaks this year. I'm just wondering.
Let them get another wide receiver in
Held
Pittsburgh.
Rice down pretty well this week.
Who?
I mean, we got the number 3 secondary in the league, so I mean,
You gotta go look at that again,
sir. That is so askewed again, sir. Let's not forget the teams you played the first 4 weeks was 3
We can't help who we play.
Again, okay, so guess what though? We also know what empty calories look like. You didn't play anybody who legitimately had legitimate.
Listen, we ain't gonna come to an answer of this.
Hey,
in
who'd
one
you play?
month from 1 month and 1 month from now, we play Pittsburgh in Pittsburgh, and let's see what happens.
I can't wait.
Our defensive line is going to look a lot different too.
I can't wait. I can't wait. By the way, in that game, you guys are gonna realize that Michael whatchamacallit was a major blow in a couple weeks. Watch what I tell you. Watch what I tell you.
Andre.
You're gonna see it. You're gonna see it for yourself firsthand.
Andre. Pittsburgh.
Listen, I'm not even trying to be against Buffalo, but I'm being unbiased when I'm talking about Buffalo.
I didn't know.
Me off so bad. Buffalo pisses me off so bad that
I didn't know. And they tried to play man to man. Pittsburgh wide receiver core gonna eat all day. And don't let them get another top wide receiver over there.
That's what I'm saying. Sir, your worst fear would be if the Steelers actually get Jaden Waddle. That would be the worst situation.
Why? We have a cornerback that can go toe to toe with him.
Who?
The person you thought was a bust that we shouldn't have got that made literally Kansas City.
The game-winning play last night.
Wait a minute.
I was thinking of you on that interception so hard, Andre. I was like,
wait a minute. Time out. When did I ever use the word bust with Maxwell Harrison?
Well, you said he shouldn't have been a first-round pick, which meaning he
wasn't. Andy, listen.
But yet
listen,
he
sir.
was.
No, that does not mean that, sir. No, that does not mean that. No, please don't. Hey, Andy, for the general public, please do not lie and make that correlation because that would be a lie. I never once said Maxwell Harrison was a bust. What I said was that the Buffalo Bills could have got Maxwell Harrison and Nick Inamori. By the way, Nick Inamori is the second best graded defensive rookie in the league right now on Seattle. Right now, you could have had him and Maxwell Harrison where you were at. Maxwell Harrison was not a first round grade, sir, by no stretch of the imagination. You can go look it up, and Maxwell Harrison will tell you himself. Andy, I literally was on the bus with Maxwell Harrison when he told me he was shocked that he went at 31.
There are only about 20 players rated in the first round every year. So if you're drafting in the back end, you're basically drafting a second round pick regardless. So the fact that
guess what?
31 is a second round pick.
And you still could have had Nick Inamori. If you did exactly what you did last year, Brandon Beane traded that pick up, right? And got 2 second rounders for that pick, correct?
Yep.
Okay. And if he would have did the same thing this year, he could have had Nick Inamori because he was still on the board, and could have had Maxwell Harrison because he was on nobody's fucking draft board at the time. Nobody's. I can tell you that.
If he wasn't on everybody's draft board, why was he invited to the thing? I'm sorry, you can't convince me he wasn't on people's boards when they invited him.
No, I'm saying he wasn't on their draft board at that point in time in the draft. He wasn't. He just wasn't. Ron, I'm being for real. I'm being dead serious. He was on nobody's draft board at the time. That's
Will
why
Johnson is who I wanted.
That's why I said that he made a mistake. He made a total mistake, because guess what your worst position has been this year?
Safety.
Now, you could give Cole Bishop his props for last week. You could give him his props for last week. Fine and dandy. But that doesn't excuse that for 5-6 weeks, we literally have watched terrible safety play in the secondary. Secondary, when it matters most, has been absolutely abysmal. You literally gave up 2 100-yard run receivers. Stephon Diggs had a career game. So did Drake London. Then the next week, you played Carolina. And to be honest with you, Tech should have tore that ass up. Tech McMillan should have tore that ass up. But Carolina too stupid, too dumb. Sir, there's not a corner on your team that can go toe-to-toe with Tech McMillan, legitimately. Not one. And they had it. They had Rico, Chuba Hubbard, Tech, the whole 9 yards. And total, I don't know what the fuck Carolina was doing that game. That's what they get for being shitty last week. Well, they made up for it this week defensively. I'll tell you that. Against Green Bay. They made up for it this week in Green Bay. That's why I'm pissed with Green Bay. Green Bay, you literally watched Buffalo, what they did, and you didn't copy that. This is a copycat league. That's why I'm mad at Matt LaFleur. Not understanding, sir. What were you doing? Drinking Bud Lights? Not paying attention? Not watching tape at all? You let them off the hook. Totally. But back to Buffalo, Buffalo got, again, until I see Buffalo beat perennial teams legitimately, I'm not.
We just did.
So Kansas City's not a perennial team?
We just did.
Okay, guess what? Watch this.
Don't say it's the regular season. Come on.
Oh, I've got to. I have to. You've done this already. How many times over? Josh Allen has beat
you can't say, you haven't been a perennial team when we just beat a perennial team.
Okay, you just beat Kansas
City. We pretty much the teams everybody was talking about all week long.
Can I ask you a question? Wait a minute. Can I ask you a question? Did you see Kansas City as a perennial team 2 weeks ago?
We knew when they were going to be. They were going to be a top team. Everybody, we got to laugh at them in the beginning of the season.
You knew that. You knew that.
I said that. Go back. I said, it's funny.
That's funny.
You know where they
guess what? That's funny. Hold on, watch this. That's funny. You see them as a perennial team. They're not even in the playoff picture right now today. But you see them as a perennial team.
Because we knocked them out.
No, see. Okay, here we go with
hold
the
on. If you're gonna
circumstantial
say they're
shit.
not a perennial team, you're picking them to not make the playoffs this year, then Andre? Is that what
Oh
you're
no,
telling
they're
me?
making the playoff. They're
Okay, then
listen, watch
they're a
this.
perennial
They're
team.
Nah, see, I'm not gonna give them that because perennial to me for Kansas City is being the number 1 seed or the number 2 seed. Being a number 6 seed or a number 7 seed is not perennial to me. Absolutely
Yeah, but
not.
let's
That's
let's
not even
let's
a
let
standard.
let's be honest about the whole season and every single team out there. There is no perennial number one team. There
True.
isn't.
Everybody
There
has
isn't.
had
Everybody has had their shit moments the whole season, and we can all agree on that. There is
Are
no
you are
front
you
runner
saying
to
that
be a
about the
number one
Colts just
squad.
because? Are you saying that about the Colts because they just got beat by Pittsburgh?
I
Yeah,
mean, they have 2 losses.
they got two
It's not
losses.
like
I
it's
mean,
their first
no
loss.
one's ahead of the pack by no means.
Wait a minute.
No,
No, they
nobody's
don't.
leaps and
No,
bounds.
they don't. The
They're
Colts
seven and
have
two.
what?
They got two losses.
Aren't they seven
Oh
and
yeah,
two?
they do. That's right.
Yeah,
They
they got.
7-2.
They lost to the
Yeah,
Giants.
nobody's leaps and bounds better than anybody. There's teams that are streaking, like the Patriots are streaking right now, but that'll end up coming to an end at some point. I mean, the Seattle's streaking right now. They could be in the talks of being the number one team. I mean, they have a very, very good argument to be. Philly is definitely no longer in that conversation for at least the past 2-3 weeks. You know what I mean? There's been talks that the Rams are one of the number one teams because that defense is that defense is very, very dangerous and it's very, very scary. I wouldn't want to be the quarterback with that defense coming after me.
Kansas City. Okay, Kansas City is the first perennial team Buffalo's beat this year. I'll give you that.
Yeah,
100%.
you know what I mean? And in Baltimore they were in that talk. They were, you know what I mean? They were the number one overall rated team in the beginning of the season. According to the regular season and strength of schedule, yes, Ravens would have been, as of right now, it's remained to be seen. But the Kansas City, when they got Rice back, they proved that they were just waiting for their weapon to come back. Now that Pacheco went down, that sucks. But you know what though? Life goes on. They got Kareem Hunt. He's not a bad backup. They ran with him the whole season last year. So I mean,
But you
and
guys hurt every year too.
it's the same team. You know what I mean? Like we forget that they also had what games of they had like 8 or 9 games of two like 3 points or less for wins last year. They just
Yep.
kept eking them out and making and getting wins out of nowhere. And they looked like shit. They didn't look like they should have been in a Super Bowl last season. And then they just got out coached. And last night, Sean McDermott finally got his dues, even from Andy Reid. Andy Reid even admitted, I got out coached tonight. He even admitted in the press conference. My little he gave him his
Patrick, first
props
and foremost, Patrick got outplayed.
in his
Patrick got
own.
outplayed. He's seen some pressure for once. Finally, Buffalo actually sent pressure 52% of it. Where was this? All these up, sir. If I don't see that in the
Yeah, I mean they ran the game plan the way that they wanted
DJ
to.
Nichols,
They wanted to
hey,
stay in zone and just let the four guys run amok up front, and
DJ
they
Nico
finally got
Shaw,
to do it.
They
sir,
didn't just sit in
sir,
zone, though. They
sir,
actually blitzed.
sir,
We ran a
Andy,
double corner blitz.
Andy, if I don't see the same shit in the playoffs, I'm going to have a conniption fit. I promise you. If
You
they
and me
play
both.
Kansas City in the playoffs and I don't see that same formula, I'm going to have a
Trust me.
conniption fit.
No, I agree.
Because
I
what is
literally
the
do every
excuse?
year.
I'm going to ask you, what is the excuse for not doing that? I'm just going to
I
ask
No
you.
agree.
excuse. You just need to fire Sean McDermott if that's the case.
Again, this is why I'm saying, okay, we could talk about perennial first. Okay, and guess what? I tell you what, not playing very good teams will be a downfall.
Well, we play a lot of good teams going forward. It was the
They
beginning
better,
7 weeks.
and they need to, and they better, and they better, and they
We got to
better.
play Tampa. We got to play Philly. We got to play the Steelers. We got to play the Patriots again. Yeah, we get a few weeks here or there where we play the Jets and Dolphins and
Because you have to.
Texans coming back.
Texans too.
Because you have to. But those games, circle all them games that you just mentioned. Circle them.
That
Pittsburgh,
Texans game's been on my mind
Tampa,
year.
Tampa, Philly, circle them. Circle them. That's all I'm saying. Circle them.
It was a good game to watch yesterday. It was nice to grit my
It
teeth
was.
once in a while and be excited watching the
It was
game.
very nice to see Josh Allen 23 or 26. It was
Man,
good to
I
see that.
looked at him in the beginning of the game, and you know how you look at Josh and you just know if he's locked in or if he's not. I looked at him yesterday after that first drive, and I said, "Oh, this fucker's locked in today." Like, because you can just see it in Josh's eyes. Remember, like the first 3 seasons where, you could tell when he was locked in, but you could tell when he was just like, "Oh shit." You know what I mean? Like you could tell those first 3, 4 seasons. Now it's like you can tell in the beginning of the game this is going to be a good game, or it's not, or this is going to be a tough battle. And last night when I looked at him after that first drive, and he had that look in his eye where he wasn't looking around, he was looking straight. I said, "All right, this is going to be a good game for him." And it's honestly that's how I've always thought of Josh. Like I don't know if he's going to go Wild West on us and go for a run. You know what I mean? Like that's what gets me so like nerved up. Like sometimes when I see him go, it's like no, and then he'll do something crazy and insane and special. And that's the same thing the same thing I used to see with Mahomes the year before Josh got in the league. Like you could just tell them two are going to be special, and for out their career, they're going to be coincided until they're both gone out of the league. That's what they're going to be coincided as. They're going to every single game they play against each other. It's going to be a battle between them two, their mind and their wits. It's a very enjoyable game to watch every single season. Sometimes it's got heartache and sometimes it doesn't. But every single time I watch that fucking game, it's always a good one.
Journalist column. This is what we got so far. We got Cole Bishop first.
Cole Bishop. So what do I have to do? I have to ask a
It's
question
basically like you're asking a question.
for Cole Bishop.
Yeah, it's like you're one of the news people asking him a question.
All right. Well, I got one for him. Compared to the beginning of the season and coming into your own throughout the middle of the season, has it helped you a little bit more? Bringing up Jordan from the practice squad, making you feel a little bit more comfortable with the system since he was in it for so many years. I mean, has that helped you the last 3 weeks? Him coming back to Buffalo, and what are the places and what are the things that you got to work on that you see from coming from your own self?
Can't hear you.
How was that question,
Really,
Andre?
I said that's a really good question. I like the fact that you threw Jordan Poyer in there, which allows him to talk about development, things of that nature. Talking about what it was like before he had that veteran leadership to compared to now. I like that. That's a good question. Very good question. Andy. Andy,
Given
you
the
still thinking
struggle,
about your question?
I think I got it. Given the struggles that this defense has had early on in the season, given how you guys are starting to play now, do you see that as how you going to continue to play, or will you see more of the same from before?
Specify what you mean by that.
Are we going to see more struggles on defense given the injuries the injuries that you have going forward, or are we going to see more of what we've seen the last 2 weeks?
That's a good question. That invites him to talk about what has actually helped him the last couple weeks. I actually would segue off that. My question would be, how much has the defensive line impact the last couple weeks? The defensive line play impacted the way you guys are covering receivers. Is it making it a lot easier? Um, and do you see the injury to Michael? What is
Point.
his last name? Hoyt, yeah,
Point.
Michael Hoyt as a big loss, or do you think that what's his name who came in for Kansas City in the Kansas City game?
TJ Sanders.
Yeah, or do you think that you'll get the same impact with TJ Sanders coming in?
Solid.
I would segue off of that. And the reason why I would segue off of that is because that makes your question seem even more viable, even more legit. You see what I'm saying? Now, the
Mhm.
reason why I say that is because you'll see a lot of media people who don't do that. A lot of media people be out for themselves. A lot. A lot of the times. You will not see a lot of media folks segue off of questions, off a good question, to like uh give a question more validity. So that's why I said I would just segue. Instead of asking a question that I could probably think of my own, I would rather segue that question, and then that brings attention to both questions. Good questions though for Cole Bishop. That's a good question. All right, let's go to Drake May.
You can go first, Andy.
Mm. Given your place so far, how far do you think you can take this team going forward?
That's a damn good question, actually. That's a good question. That invites him to actually show confidence. Though that is a confidence boost question. That's a confidence booster that actually builds morale, because a part of journalism is making relationships, player to media relationships. And if you ask questions like that, he's going to be more inviting. So when you ask questions, even more questions, he'll be even more inviting, even to the tough ones. So I like that question.
It's a good one. I like that one.
Yeah, that's a good one.
It's open ended.
Yep. Confidence booster for sure. Go ahead, DJ.
For Drake May, huh?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, my question for Drake May is you have a great start to the season. I mean, you're putting up numbers, the offense is producing. Now, given the system that you were in and the background that your team has come from, I mean, how much harder is the pressure going forward to bring back this organization, given the fact that you are having a lot of success this season and everything's clicking? Now, do you think Vrabel and going in Tampa Bay is going to bring a lot of nostalgia coming from the fact that your predecessor played for both teams? Is that more pressure this week, or are you just kind of leveling out the noise?
Specifically, who was his predecessor?
Tom Brady.
Not a media predecessor,
But
but
you're going into an environment where Tom Brady won a championship for both teams, and you got at the height of this MVP talk right now. I mean, is there more pressure going into this game, given the fact that both fan bases have seen Tom Brady and you're now in a Patriots jersey and he led them to, the promised land quite a few times? And now you got all this talk going for MVP. I mean, is the pressure going to get to you, or are we going to see it straight going forward?
Sure. That's probably a question he wouldn't expect, which is good. It's not dry. It's not the same typical ass questions that most media ask. I actually like the question a lot. As far as the pressure, that's definitely a really good pressure. That's definitely a really good question to ask.
I mean, I know that I would be feeling the pressure right now. You got this fan base behind you. You know what I mean? And they're all in. Everybody's all in on Drake May. I mean, I even picked him up on my fantasy squad. I think he's very good. I think that we're going to have a bunch of battles ahead of us against New England coming up. And unfortunately, it's the only battle we're going to see because New York ain't going to do nothing and Miami ain't going to do nothing for the next couple of years. So it's going to be 1 and 2 for about a decade.
Can't hear him.
Question. Yep, they would say that in the presser too. If you ain't talking up, they would say that. Oh, wait a minute. Dalton got a good question. I have a question for Drake May. How much test playing against the MVP caliber? Oh, Baker Mayfield. That's a good question.
I feel like he may have got that question at his thing this week.
Yeah, definitely a good question, Dalton. That's a question that I definitely could see being asked. Again, another one of those confidence booster questions. Totally respect that question. My question for Drake May would be this is year number 2?
Yep.
Yeah.
With different coaching staffs, what are you seeing differently from this coaching staff now with Mike Vrabel being the coach that you didn't see when you were in year 1 as a rookie with a different coach? What are the different things that you're seeing now that you didn't see? Or how is the coaching on this team now making it easier for you to play the position as a second-year quarterback?
It's a great question. I'd like to know that too. Like, has it helped him?
My question.
You know what I mean? Has this season helped him more? You know what I mean? Has he learned more? You know what I mean? Is it a different style? Because he seems like he has grasped it from day 1 this season.
Absolutely. Jahmyr Gibbs.
Oh.
Do you think you're being utilized enough given the shortcomings of your team this year so far?
Ooh.
By what shortcomings?
Just in your losses so far in this season, the offense has come up short. You're can't hear you.
But go ahead. That's good.
Literally, you were cut out until the very end.
I said that's a very good question. You took the words right out of my mouth.
Oh, okay.
For Jahmyr Gibbs, huh? That's a tough one. Can you see the differences now between playing with Jared and playing in college as far as the system goes and the system that you're running this year? Is it a lot easier to grasp onto than when Ben Johnson was there? because I see that the similarities in the way that they run their offense. Did you miss that offense, or do you prefer to run in the offense that you're in right now?
Question. You're comparing coordinators. You're comparing the coordinators. Is the offense the same? You get to get kind of it's very informative. It allows him to give you information that the average person wouldn't have. Dalton just said the same thing. That is hilarious. You and Dalton had the same question pretty much.
Nice mindset.
Absolutely. All right.
You know what I mean? Because there is two different distinctions. You know what I mean? Because you can tell the difference.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
They were
Guess what?
using receivers more in the passing game last year than they are this year. Less screens. That's the things that I've been seeing. I've actually been paying attention to Detroit because they kind of remind me of Buffalo Part 2. What I mean by that is like the K-gun offense, because that offense was like a steamship. But you know what, though? Jared Goff is so just specified this year. He's locked in, dude. Like his rating is through the roof right now. I think he's like in the top 3 of ratings. That's why when I saw that Minnesota defense coming after him yesterday, I was like, all right, come on, man. I'm like, you can pull this out. Nah, man, that Minnesota defense wasn't playing yesterday.
You're cutting out again.
So that was a very good question. And I'm going to be honest. I would segue that question. Here's what I would add on to that question, because it was a good question. I mean, Andy, really, really good question. DJ Nico Shaw, really good, really, really, really good question, because it allows a true journalist to be able to segue from that question to into another question. And here's what my question would be. You guys mentioned Ben Johnson, right? And what the difference between coordinators would be. My question is, do you feel that the Detroit Lions offense now is more pressured to perform due to the fact that Ben Johnson is now the quarterback as the head coach for a team that is in your division? Seeing the division that you're in right now, Green Bay is really good offensively, defensively. Defensives have gotten better. Minnesota's pretty good defense, as you've seen, and now they have a pretty decent coaching staff. Chicago is making strides offensively and defensively, especially with Ben Johnson being their head coach. Does this put more pressure on you offensively to perform?
Perfect. That's a good one. That's a very good second part question.
Yep. I would take that Ben Johnson thing and run with it and apply it to his entire division, because his entire division actually is legit.
Yeah.
I mean, we get Minnesota's 4-4, but every team in that division is a winning team right now.
Yeah,
I think they're the only division that has every team with a winning record right now.
I have to take a look.
NFC West may. I don't know if Arizona is.
I think Arizona's 3-5. If I'm not mistaken. I think Arizona was 2. I think Arizona was 2-5 before they just beat the shit out of the Cowboys.
I'm taking a look. All right, so as far as what I'm looking at, they're the only division where nobody's below 500.
Yep. Yeah.
Minnesota's 4-4. Chicago's 5-3. Detroit's 5-3. Green Bay's 5-2-1. The tie helped them.
Perfect. So because of the way the division is so tight, offensively and defensively, you've definitely seen uh, improvement in those departments from every team. Does that make it more? Does that put more pressure on you to perform when you have opportunities offensively? Because you play 6 out of 17 games in your own division, which is over 30% of your games.
Yeah.
So,
And then the
that's,
only other division that's close is the NFC West.
yeah,
And like you said, Arizona's 3-5.
yeah.
All the other teams are 6-2, 6-2, 6-3. Somebody's got to lose, right?
Yeah, somebody's got to lose. But yep, that's a good question.
And the same thing with NFC East. Philly's kind of running away with it because everybody else is 3-5, 3-6, 2-7.
Yeah,
Like
there will be only one. I told Marcus his team is not making the playoffs. I don't even know why Stephen A. Smith got up there and told that lie, talking about some Dallas making the playoffs. No, they're not.
No, they're not.
They're not making the playoffs. Stop this.
No.
Stop the tragedy now.
I wouldn't even be surprised if Baltimore won the division.
Yeah.
How about Joe Flacco, bro? That was the most exciting. I don't think that I've ever been more excited to watch two shit teams play that I think are shit teams in my mind at the moment. You know what I mean? And yesterday was just like, oh my god, like it was fun to see both quarterbacks just slinging the rock around last night. I was like, yeah, like this is great. Like that was one of the more exciting games. Like Manungai, like you know what I mean. Like nobody heard of this guy until about 3 weeks ago. You know what I mean. You have, but you didn't really use him in fantasy. You know what I mean? Swift goes down. Nobody knows what's going to happen. Joe Flacco just gets traded, lights up the board last week. You're like, man. Like, and he's at home. T. Higgins, he's scored 8 games in a row coming into the game. Yesterday, he scored his 9th in a row at home. You know what I mean? Like, he's scoring tutties at home. No matter what, that's a lock every year. Every week, you got to play T. Higgins at this point. Joe Flacco is just slinging that rock around like he's in the schoolyard. I love it. He's found some youth in the past 4 weeks, and then just stepping into Cincinnati, even though they're shit and they suck. Their offense is still awesome, but their defense can't stop a cold.
Free Holton.
Who'd have thought that Joe Flacco was going to throw for 470 yards for the Cincinnati Bengals? That wasn't on my bingo card.
Questions for Torrey Holton.
Question for Torrey Horton, huh?
Yeah, Torrey Holton.
Given how well you've performed this year, being a 5th-round pick, do you think you should have been drafted higher?
Oh, lovely question. Wow. That's a damn good question.
And if so, what round do you think you should have been drafted in?
That's a really good question. That's a very good question. I kind of could see what his answer is going to be, though. Want me to tell you what his answer might be?
Let me hear it.
I was drafted where I'm supposed to be, and I'm in the place I'm supposed to be. Seattle has made this a very, very easy transition for me. I could see him answering it that way.
I wanted Buffalo to draft him. I've been paying attention to him at Colorado State for like 2-3 years.
Mm-hmm. Oh, see, you about to take you about to see. Go ahead, DJ Nico Shaw. I'm gonna let you.
Give me 2 seconds. I'm working on something real quick, and then I'll come right back to it.
All right, want me to ask the question?
Yeah, and then I'll be ready by then.
All right. Hey Tori, I've been watching you since Colorado State. Did those big match feels that you had in college with Colorado, did any of those games help you for the big lights that you are now adhering to as a member of the 12?
That's good.
How did those matchups against Colorado help you as far as dealing with big, big game? And because I've been watching Tory too. Tory lit Colorado up
Yes, he
that
did.
game. Even though they lost, he lit them up. Him and that tight end from Colorado State lit them up.
Travis Hunter had nothing on him.
Yeah, they lucky. They are. Colorado was very lucky to come out with that game. To be honest, that's a good question, Dalton.
All right.
And that's funny because Cooper Cup. What happened to Cooper Cup?
So I'm going in there. I'm going there. All right. So my question for Torrey Horton is: so since you became in the league, you were drafted this year by Seattle. You know, you tasted some success very early this season. Looks like you took a step back for a little while. I don't know why, but it looks like that. You know, given the fact that Cooper Cup has kind of stepped down and kind of given you the reins for the past 2 weeks, has that helped you in having a fast forward and knowing that you're going to be more part of this offense and knowing that Big Brother's there to help you? Or is this something that you were ready for right off the rip when you sent that punt return in for a touchdown? Because I mean, you are a special talent, and I just wanted to know if the veteranship of him being on the bench this week had anything to do with your success, or is this something that we were just waiting for?
Can't hear you.
It's a really good question because it gets him to talk about his teammates and his development. So that's a good question.
He tore the Saints up in that punt return. That punt return was awesome. I was cheering for him. He had like 113 yards in punt return yardage that week. It was week 3. And that was when he got his first tutty of the week. He had 3 receptions for 39 yards that game. But since this week, he's just been averaging like, all right, 30 and a touch. No, he had no receptions really for like 3-4 weeks, and they were kind of relying on Cooper Cup, and he hasn't been doing nothing, so they just kind of benched him. They said if it's something that you just can't latch on to our system, at least try to help these guys along. So that's why he was sitting on the sidelines with the tablet this week, because he was literally just sitting with the wide receivers and help coaching them up. And he was sitting on the sidelines with the coach. I was watching I was watching Cooper Cup during that game because they kept panning the camera back to him, and it's all he was doing was talking to the receivers. I think that was a very good thing, them bringing him in, because even if he's not on the field, he's on the field somewhere, even with knowledge or what he knows. I think that was a great pickup for the price that they paid. He might not be doing it on the field, but he can help bring them new kids along.
Next person in question is up on the screen.
What do we got?
Can you see the name?
Mm-mm.
It's Kellen Moore.
Kellen Moore. Ah. Kellen Moore. The defense, the defenses that you've been facing, have you seen the difference between running out of the NFC East and then coming into the NFC South? Have you had to make drastic changes with your offense, or are these the same schemes and the same structure that you brought over from Dallas? Because you were pretty successful with Dak, and given the fact that you got kind of a younger Dak over here, is it something where the guys just need to latch onto the information a little bit more? Is it going to take another year for these guys to start getting it? And the other question I have is, why isn't Chris Olave getting the targets that he should be getting if he's your number one wide receiver?
Can't hear you.
Those are good questions.
Let's see.
I haven't heard a bad question yet, which is good.
For Kellen Moore, given your struggles, given your team's struggles this year, what would you like to see going forward? Given that your team's probably in a rebuild.
There was no Band-Aid on that question.
Can you repeat the question?
I said, given your team's struggles so far this year, what would you like to see out of your team going forward, given that you're in the beginning stages of a rebuild?
That's a damn good question. Once again, I will segue that question because it's a good question. Again, open leaves it open. My question to him would be, how do you keep your players motivated during the season that hasn't been so successful and productive?
Yeah, you went for the throat on that one.
Who, me?
No, Andy. His question. He went right
Andy
for the
was
throat.
yeah, that was a damn good question. That's why I would segue that question because it was so good, and I would continue to get questions as far as let's see what his locker room is like in year one. How do they
So I
how,
just
how do they
simmed the whole
react to
season.
you?
I just simmed the whole season in Madden for shits and giggles when I was looking at all the stats and everything. It's got Rams number 1 and the Bills number 2.
Interesting.
It had Madden. It had the Bills winning out and the Rams winning out from here, and then it had the Colts with 13-4, Eagles at 13-4, Packers at 12-4, Chargers 12-5, Patriots 12-5. And they got a Ravens at 11-6. They got the Chiefs making it with the last seed. So what's the next question?
Or who's the next person?
Yeah.
Can't hear you.
Mike Vrabel.
Mike Vrabel. I'm gonna say this is from a Boston guy. Mike Vrabel. Hey, coach. So when you walked in the building on day one, did you think it was going to go this easy from day one for the first season? And everybody's got you living up to the hype to, Bill?
And for the rest of the season, I mean, do you see any bumps in the road? Do you see what kind of struggles you're going to have ahead? And do you see yourselves as a contender taking over the East this season?
Question. Dalton had a good question too for Kellen. How much are you going to adjust the new offensive play? That was a good question. Gets him to talk about the process. Being the New England Patriots coach.
All right, I got one. Since becoming the coach of the New England Patriots, do you feel the pressure of trying to bring back what the dynasty years were with Belichick, given how good of a coach he was? Do you feel that pressure for yourself? I can't hear you.
Repeat the question.
Oh, I said from when you first started as a coach of the New England Patriots, do you feel the pressure of trying to bring back the dynasty years from what they were when Belichick was here? Do you feel the pressure coming from what the Patriots were under Belichick? Hmm?
Like you're in
Can't
my
hear you.
head, bro. Why does it seem like you're in my head, bro? You keep asking these great questions that I just want to segue to. That's a good question. My segue question is, what did you learn from Bill Belichick, and have you established or implemented any of the stuff that you learned from Bill Belichick and put it into this team that you have now?
It's a very good question. I'd want to
Because
know.
I'm gonna be honest, and then I'm gonna joke with him too. Because I'm gonna be honest, it looked like you took a page out of Bill Belichick's playbook when you faced the Bills.
Good.
Was a phone call made? Who's calling my phone? Yeah. That's a good question, Andy. See? That's a good question. Really good question. DJ Nico Shaw, that was a good question as well. Um, no. The next question would be for JSN, Jackson Smith and Jigba. I got a question right off the jump, if I may interject.
Yep.
Go ahead.
Hey Jackson, when did you know you were a bona fide number one receiver? Being that you started off your career as a slot receiver, at what point did you feel or know that hey, I could be the guy and be this successful? You're on pace for record-setting wide receiver stats.
Okay. what's the difference between your wide receiver group this year compared to last year, and how has this year's helped you more?
Good question. Very informative question. He gets to talk about the development and adjustments that have been made. Very good question to get a lot of information. Good question. DJ.
Jackson Smith and Jigba. How does it feel? How does it feel going from the third option to the number one option, all within 3 years' time? And how does it feel to be up on billboards? People speaking your name. Feels pretty good. And what are the struggles that you've seen from taking over this role? I mean, it seems to be pretty exciting for yourself and for the crowd and for the fans. Um, what are the best part about the season, and and is it having to do with your new number your new field general? I mean, it seems like you and Sam Darnold have that chemistry. Is that the difference?
Oh yeah. Melanie says she's digging the questions. Oh, this is gonna be good. A Boston woman born, raised in Buffalo. Now that's a great question. We talked to Tom and Bill. That's this. He said, "Yeah, Josh. We talked to Tom and Bill. You funny, hilarious. Yeah, they are definitely talking about these questions that's being asked. Very good questions for sure. That was a good question too, as well. Very respectable question.
Who's next up on the list?
Melanie said, "You guys are fantastic with the questions." Next
Thank
on
you.
the list and last on the list is Joe Flacco. Oh,
Oh,
hold on, Dalton. Hold on, Dalton has a question. Where's my question for JSN? How much are you trying to prove that he should have been drafted a top 5, 10 pick? Oh, don't know. And once again, this is when you talk about draft picks and things of that nature. It's a good question because it gives him, the confidence question to be like, you know what? Yeah, he might answer, yeah, I should have been in the top 10, 5 or 10. But I have a feeling once again he's going to say that he got drafted where he should be, and it's allowed him to be successful. Because when you're winning football games, you don't really question on where you were drafted. You pretty much kind of, especially when you're impactful, and you're part of the reason why your team is winning, or you're a big reason why your team is winning. He's not going to question that. He's probably going to be like, "Yep, it's a good thing I was drafted where I am, where I was. I'm successful here." But that's a good question.
Joe Flacco.
I got a good ass question for Joe Flacco. Mm.
Oh, man. On the spot with Joe Flacco.
Can I interject?
Yeah, go right ahead.
Hey, Joe, what do you say to the naysayers that thought that you were absolutely crazy for joining the Cincinnati Bengals organization, an organization that's been known for uh, having some of the worst offensive line issues in football? What do you say to those naysayers who thought that you would get railroaded? And is this wide receiving core the best wide receiving core you've had in your career?
Well, it definitely is.
You never know. He might think Anquan Bolden and the other guy was better. You never know.
I know you got to keep these short, so I'm trying to summarize the question.
But that would be my question. My question would
That's
be,
a good one.
yeah, that offensive line question and his weapons.
Who's your favorite weapons that you played with? I like that.
Ooh, that's a good question too. Good segue question.
All right, here's mine. Given how long you've been in the league and how well you've played in the league, do you think you deserve to be a Hall of Famer?
Ooh, damn, 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 damn. That shit was snap. Oh my goodness. That is a snap question. You're gonna get him on the spot with that. That is that is a you definitely didn't hold no punches with that question. That's a good ass question. Now, the way he answers that, I could see that being answered in a couple ways. If he's the type of person who is big on what he's done in his career, he probably would say, "Hell yeah, I'm a short shot Hall of Famer." Or he might say, "Well, that's up for the people to decide." Or he could say, "You know what? I'm just focused on being the best quarterback that I can be." I could see one of those three answers. That's a hell of a question. Hell of a question.
That would be a
No.
soundbite they'd be
Oh,
playing
hold
for
on.
right
Watch
now.
this. See, now you making me segue. Now you making me segue because I would have to add even more fire to that question. You ready for this? Oh, that's a good question, Melanie, too. I would say after seeing the fact that Philip Rivers, Eli Manning, oh my goodness. After seeing that you've seen Philip Rivers, Eli Manning all become finalists for the Hall of Fame, do you see yourself in that same light as those quarterbacks? And do you think you should go in before or after?
Or you could ask it like this: do you feel that you've done enough?
Yep, that's a good way to ask it too. Do
Do
you
you
feel
feel
that
that
you've done
do
enough?
you feel that you have done enough in the meat of your career? Do you feel that you've already proved everything that you needed to prove? Because here's my question. Joey Delaware, we've seen you earlier in your career. We've seen you in the later stages of your career. In the beginning of your career, we could all see that you were all business all the time. You were very mild mannered. You kept to yourself. Now, given the fact that you're a daddy, and let's be honest, the yellow brick road's about to end. Are you having more fun now, or did you have more fun when you were winning championships with Ray Ray? How was that one, Dre?
It's a very good question. I actually could see him kind of giving you a jokingly answer on top of that. I could see him saying something like, "Well, I got to be crazy to come up off the couch at 38 or 39." I could see that type of answer. I could see him you know, giving you some stand
Some,
up,
some honesty.
some honesty and some stand up. Honesty and funny at the same time. I
Right.
could see
It'd be a nice sound bit.
Yeah, absolutely. That's a good conversational piece.
Because
What
his sons, they didn't even believe him that he was going to play for
right.
Cleveland. They're like, "No, you're not." And he's like, "Yeah, I am." And they saw him on TV.
They're like, no, Dad's really playing. He was talking about it on a radio show, and I think it was. Oh no, it wasn't him. It was Todd McShay, I think, was on the show, and he was talking about he was talking to his kids, and they're always talking about like because guys that played the quarterback position and shit like that, and they're looking at their kids now, and their heroes are like Patrick Mahomes and Josh Allen and everything else, and then Jalen Hurts because the one kid's a Philly fan. He's like, no, Jalen Hurts is awesome. He's like, man, he was like, you have not seen anything since you've seen these guys back in the day, taking hits and slinging rocks. He's like, man, he's like that Tom Brady's of the day, like you know what I mean? Like it's just evolved into there's a different type of quarterback out there, and that they want more. And Joe is just he's gonna snap that ball, he's gonna drop back, and you can see it in the game yesterday. He was having so much fun just slinging that rock. It was so exciting to watch him. That was crazy. That game was nuts. I really thought Cincinnati was going to win that game. I thought they were going to come back and win it.
That's a really good question. I would even segue that question and ask him during your journey, how did you keep yourself motivated as a quarterback who went from winning a Super Bowl as a quarterback to pretty much being unemployed and waiting on the couch for an opportunity to be able to get up and then produce the way you have, not once but twice now?
Yeah, because he did it. What, the last 3 years he's done it? Like he's just got. He's like, yeah, I'll put this Dorito bag down and go play some ball.
Actually, didn't it start like? Wasn't it
Stroud's rookie season?
It was Chicago.
It was Stroud's rookie season. Remember they played each other in the playoffs? He was that. I think that's when he was playing for Cleveland, right?
Yep.
You know what I mean? He's done it a couple years in a row. Came off the couch and saved the day. They're not saved anymore, though. They're after that loss yesterday. Cincinnati's toast. They had a glimmer of hope if they could have kept the win streak going, but he's still going to go out there on that field and he's still going to sling that rock. I picked him up in fantasy just for that. He playing against
how many
shitty defense.
3?
Yeah,
he's done it for 3 different teams now.
Yeah, Ravens, Cleveland, and now the Bengals.
Right, correct. So yeah, so
After
3
Aaron
different
Rodgers
teams
retired
outside
and the Jets. Let's not forget about the Jets.
Oh
too.
yeah, he was a Jet too. I forgot about that.
That was a bad season for him.
Yeah, he was a Jet too. Wow.
Jets, so. Well, shit. If Aaron Rodgers retires after this year, he'd be able to play for the Steelers and get the whole goddamn division.
Be quiet. Enough of your slander, Aaron Rodgers stuff.
Listen, he said he was going to retire after this year.
You gonna pay for it this week. Don't worry. You keep talking that mess. You gonna pay for it this week. That's all
I'm
right.
not even slandering him. He said
yes, you would. You got jokes. You stay with the jokes when it comes to my boy, number 12 up here. You do realize his jersey is behind me for a reason.
Listen, they'll only ever be one number 12.
Green and yellow.
I'm done with the only one number 12. And who was that?
Jim Kelly.
It's unfortunately not. No, it's Brady.
Boo.
Yeah, I know it is Brady.
As much as it hurts.
And it hurts. It hurts.
He said, "What's the difference between playing with the Broncos? Because he did play with the Broncos too.
Did
Broncos, Browns, Colts, Jets, and now Bengals."
Yeah, dude. He's kind of just went all over. He kind of reminds me of Steve DeBerg.
Yeah.
Steve DeBerg was a journeyman. He was like one of those guys that I think he was on like 12 teams. Kind of like Tyrod. in
He turned
Fitzpatrick.
it into Fitzpatrick.
Yeah. But whatever, wherever they need him, I mean, it's not like obviously he still can play. And he's playing with that shitty ass offensive line they got over in Cincinnati. He did pretty damn good this week. So I don't know what the hell Joe Burrow's doing, but come on, dude. Get that turf toe off the mat. If Joe Flacco can come in and put up 470, come on, bro. Maybe you were right, Andre. Maybe it is Burrow's issue and not a Cincinnati issue. Remember we were talking about like who they were gonna put in there if Burrow went down, like who could do it, like who could, you know what I mean, who could put up numbers. Who'd put that on their bingo card that Joe Flacco will step in and put up Joe Burrow numbers 3 weeks in a row? I certainly didn't.
Which tells you that Joe Burrow is a what?
Product of the system.
Yeah.
I mean, it is almost kind of like the system in LSU.
Another quarterback. 40 plus years old. And he puts up the same numbers. Or better. That tells me all I need to. That's all I'm gonna say.
So we got any more questions?
No, we don't, because this show has went 3.5 hours, which is phenomenal. Great show, gentlemen. We have 3 a.m. hour. Oh, wait a second. Last but not least, we can't forget. See, can't forget.
Who's spewing that dumpster juice?
Who's spewing that dumpster juice?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna tell you right now, Green Bay is on the list for me at number 1. Yeah, they get in the top spot this week. I don't give a damn, dummies. Miami is number 2 for me. You bums. I'm sick of that. Do you know that their losses look like they've won football games now? Do you see how they be running off the field as if like they just won a football game? You got your ass 28-6 by Baltimore.
Right.
And Mike McDaniel's running off the field like he just won a football game.
Well, we played a pretty good game. We just didn't score.
You bums
like I'm waiting for him to say something stupid like that. Well, we played a good game. We just couldn't score. No shit, really?
Oh, he will.
I got Miami, New Orleans, and Washington.
Oh, see, I can't. Oh, the Washington, you got to give it. Even though I feel bad for Jaden Daniels, yes, Washington would be the third. But the Colts, I'm almost on your ass because Danny Dimes, I seen that face of yours. That face looked like the face you make in New York. That's not a good face to have. If he start messing up, I'm telling you, I'm gonna revisit the fact that I saw his face is looking like he back in New York again.
So I'm gonna go this week with my spew and dumpster juice. Dallas is my number 3. My number 2 is Atlanta.
Oh, yeah, Atlanta.
Atlanta. You can't. You blew that game. You had it. Like you literally blew that game. You can't blame it on the kicker because you had it. Like that, the whole fourth quarter was all Atlanta. They were coming back, and the Patriots weren't stopping them. They let that game go. And then number 1 is Miami. Miami's number 1 in my book this week. Green Bay, they got stopped because their game plan was absolutely terrible. And that was the only reason why they lost, because their whole game plan that they planned against Carolina was just wrong. All you needed to do was line up Josh Jacobs and run the fucking ball up the middle on Carolina. You get them for a couple chunk yardage. Them Carolina defensive linemen, they get so mad that they're getting beat because they think that they're better than they are. when those defensive linemen came up to Deion Dawkins at the end of the game and wanted to actually have a fight with him because he was blocking them and they were running it down their throat, like that's the like come on, man. Like be professional. Though that Carolina team that they got made fools of the week before. They should not have. Green Bay should have beat the shit out of fucking Carolina. Like that was the one thing that every single sports analyst, everybody on this God's green earth, America plus, maybe there would have been like a couple Carolina fans that would even have been like, Green Bay is going to crush us this week. After the ass whipping that they got the week before, Green Bay should have just crushed them.
Can't hear you. Still can't hear you.
I say, yeah, I agree. I'm starting to think that I'm too far away from the speaker.
It could be.
You almost have to be right up on top of it though for us to hear you sometimes.
Yeah, I
And
know.
and the big thing that I would have been more pissed off at as a Green if I was a Green Bay fan, I would have been very angry at where the fuck was Micah Parsons this week.
This time in his career, he had no pressures.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like you're the type of contract and the type of situation that you went through in the beginning of the season, there is no I didn't get any pressures this week.
Wait a minute,
That's
sir.
not supposed to happen.
Right, it's not supposed to happen, but let's be
At
clear.
all.
And it's not supposed to happen. You're right, but let's be clear.
And where's the defensive coordinator on that?
The defense only gave up 16 points. I should tell you something.
Yeah.
The fact that he had zero pressures, they still only gave up 16 points. Again, I'm not too upset. I'm not really too upset. I am annoyed more offensively at Matt LaFleur.
But you have talent on that offensive side of the ball.
Because if his offense could just keep up the snuff, we could win football games. We could beat anybody. And now you got to play Philly.
I know everybody's all scrambling in fantasy. Oh, speaking of fantasy, can you do your lineup this week? You would have won last week, man, if you would have just did your lineup.
Yo, be so busy, DJ Nico Shaw. It's absolutely crazy.
Yeah, but there's a button right on the app that says optimize.
You gotta send me the link again.
No, you just gotta go into your app and just log in. You can log on to your team, and if you don't want to do any of the thinking, you can just press a button called optimize, and it'll optimize your lineup for the most points projected.
Or you guys move your ass to sleeper and you can play best ball and it'll literally put whoever has the most points per each position on your team.
Oh man, I got to talk about this because I know we're winding down the show. But Andre, we had a situation in our league this week. So one of the owners of the team, his wife, joined our league this season, right? And then she made a public comment. I think you saw it. It was in the chat.
I saw that.
Can you please remove me? I'm like, I'm not removing you. I'm like, I'm not gonna go look for another owner. So you know what she did? She dumped all of her players on her team on the waiver wire this week. Whatever. We just got one team that won't win the rest of the season because all them players that were on the waiver, they've all been pilted. There was Bijan Robinson was on the fucking waiver wire. James Cook was out there. I was like, what? Man, hopefully I get Lamar. I was like, man, let me pilt some of these players. My team's 3-5. That is like a no-no for fantasy. I just wanted to make sure that I said that, though. If you are ever in a fantasy league, the number one thing, this isn't Madden, and I don't give a shit because the league's free, but if you were ever in a paid league and you did that shit, man, that is so much work for the commissioner to fix that team and put the players back on the teams and pick up and take the waiver wires and move them back over to the teams that they were on. That is the biggest pain in the ass in the world. So if anybody's ever thought of doing it, Please don't do that, especially for the commissioner, because it's just a headache. So now they got an open team, and the only thing on their team is Philadelphia Eagles, and it's on their bench because you got to keep at least one player. What a dumbass bitch. So, pardon my French, but that was a scumbag move because you didn't get your way. I was so mad. It definitely changed the dynamic of our league, though.
Phenomenal show. 3.5 hours, and you got great 3.5 hours worth of content. Love it. Andy, phenomenal job tonight. DJ Nico Shaw, phenomenal job tonight. Ron Thomas, really good job tonight. Really, 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 really good job tonight.
That was a cool show.
Phenomenal work. I definitely like the format.
Definitely.
The journalistic column, I think, is a hit. I think that's a hit segment for sure. A lot of thought goes into that. So I like the new format.
Yeah, that was cool, man. I liked it.
Definitely like it for sure. Thank you.
And now I'm off on Mondays. So because I wasn't off on Mondays before because it was the best opportunity to work for the last couple of weeks. So apologies, fellas. I didn't mean to leave you hanging, but I'm back.
And next week shall be interesting.
It shall. It shall. Them Eagles are going to be mean green machine up in the town in Lambeau.
Can't hear you.
I can't hear you, Andre.
Skirts the circle. The Pittsburgh game, the Sunday night and Monday night game. 2 games to circle this week. Whole lot of talk this week. A lot of talk coming from these two. The 7-16ers over here. We all 7-16ers in here, but there's a lot of talk coming from these two 7-16ers over here.
Yeah, but
Pittsburgh and Green Bay.
Somebody's
I
got
feel like definitely gonna have to pay the price come Monday night. I can't
or
wait.
maybe you will.
All right, I hope Jalen Carter doesn't spit on anybody.
It may be me. Or it could be me. But I'm kind of confident on this one. I'm kind of confident.
So am I.
As you should be.
Jalen Carter gonna be doing a
confident
splash
next week.
dive on Jordan Love. Who the Bills playing this week? The Dolphins.
The Dolphins. What a joke. By the way, we talked about Joe Flacco real quick. I just wanted to put this up. Look at them numbers.
Big difference.
Yeah. Well, when you have 2 of the best wide receivers in the league, that's what happens.
In Cleveland's poop-a-doop. Poop-a-doop they are. All right, fellas. I'll see y'all next week. I'm logging out. I'll see y'all motherfuckers down the road.
You just make sure you show up next week.
I'll be there. I shall. You know I will. If I say I will do it, I'll be there. Later, y'all.